tax needs, the Brewston Chiropractic Studio, the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, the Uniontown Printing Press, Sandy Howell Notary Services, George Dental Associates, the C. Harper Auto Group, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshak, the Pay West Glass Company, Mama Ruka's Pizza Shop, Zen's Construction Warehouse.
All right, you ready to go?
Yeah, just keep us on hold, Bill. We're on the live stream.
Oh, yeah, I just want to double check. All right.
Cherokee Recycling, Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair, the Radcliffe Law Firm, Fact, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, Derby's Riverside Ford Sales, attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP, Movement Physiotherapy, Joby's Golf, Uniontown Dental Associates, M&R Transit, Potter's Bar and Grill, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Autoland Hyundai, Russ Playhill, your local Allstate insurance agent, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, Peachin Pharmacy, KC Sports Cafe, SWGI, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, Gary's Auto Sales, attorney Melinda Delarose, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, Shop and Save, Stewart Collision, and by the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS.
From Laurel Highlands High School, it's time for high school basketball action here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live this afternoon. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs, sitting at 2-5, host the 1-3 McKeesport Tigers. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanola, Billy Dice behind the camera on our Facebook Live video stream, and Bill Madden back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Our live video stream courtesy of Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair and M&R Transit. Tony, Laurel Highlands wrapping up a tough week schedule-wise that already featured road losses against Thomas Jefferson and Gateway earlier on this week. The Mustangs very competitive in that first half against Thomas Jefferson on Tuesday. The Jags flexed their muscles in the second half, and Gateway on Thursday just way too much for the Mustangs.
Okay, I'm sorry, Brian. You're correct, and they played pretty well against Thomas Jefferson in that first half, and we knew going in that they were going to see a very good team in TJ. Second half, they just made some adjustments and kind of caught Laurel by surprise. The Gateway game just had extremely difficult time shooting the ball and doing whatever they wanted to do, and ran into a pretty good Gateway team. And
the Mustangs expected to be back at full strength tonight with both Antoine Black, who's been out with the flu, and Shane Layton, who missed Tuesday's game with an ankle injury, but was back in the lineup on Thursday, even though he did not start. And it will certainly mean a lot for the Mustangs to have their full complement of players available this afternoon.
Well, and especially with Layton, you need him for his size underneath. I mean, no matter what, you got to have somebody who's at least 6'2" to be in there for high school basketball. And obviously, with Antoine Black, you just need his athleticism no matter what.
McKeesport, this is just 1-3. This is just their fifth game of the year, but they played a tough non-conference schedule. They have a win over Clairton, losses against Thomas Jefferson, Woodland Hills, and Bell Vernon. And talking to their head coach, Troy Blackwell, he said it's just been hard for them to get games early on in the year.
Yeah, that's what I understand. I actually saw something online, didn't know how it was, but I think there was something about eligibility too, so I'm not sure if that's correct or not. But if that is the case, then it's a shame because you're right. I mean, only playing 4 or 5 games to this point in the season is not good for his team.
And lots of familiar names from the football team on McKeesport, also playing basketball, including Valdez Stuyvance. Of course, he's the son of former Steeler Russell Stuyvance. Also, we saw a lot of Keith Spell and Jordan Benjamin on that McKeesport football team. A couple other familiar names as well.
Exactly. And, the one that stands out to me is Spell. He's a big fella underneath, and really he's going to dominate a lot of space, and the Mustangs are going to have to box him out and make sure that they can get some rebounds against this McKeesport team.
Yeah, really big for both of these teams to build a little confidence and momentum before conference play gets underway in January. Really the last tune-up before Christmas. The Mustangs will play a couple of games next week, as will the Tigers.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, you kind of want to go into the Christmas break, with this. It's really not a break for them. It's only 2 days. But the thing of it is, you'd like to get a win for them and kind of get some momentum building before you get into the tough section schedule in January.
The Mustangs won at McKeesport last year, 75-59. They'll look for a home win against the Tigers here this afternoon. And we'll talk to Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
And you'll see there's a whole new Ford for you and me.
Thurby's Riverside Ford is announcing the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. We've got the inventory and the best deals of the year. Now get the best-selling truck on the planet, a new 2023 Ford F-150 Crew Cab XLT with 1.9% Ford credit financing for 36 months, plus $1,500 in Ford factory rebates. How about a new 2023 Ford Bronco Sport Outer Banks with 0.9% Ford credit financing for 36 months, plus $1,500 in Ford incentives. Thinking of an SUV? New 2023 Ford Escapes and Ford Explorers both have 0.9% financing, plus $500 in Ford incentives. Shine bright this holiday season with a new Thurby's Riverside Ford vehicle in your driveway. Stop into Thurby's Riverside Ford, located 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino. But hurry, these deals won't last long. Offer ends January 3rd, 2024.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Hey, maybe it's just time for a new set of dentures. If that's the case, check out Uniontown Dental Associates, located at 7829 National Pike in Uniontown. They can make you new dentures faster than other offices, and in most cases can offer same-day denture repairs. They also offer teeth whitening, clear braces, and single-visit crowns. Just call their office for your appointment today at 724-438-0241, or visit their Facebook page for more information. Casey Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new evening hours. And those new hours are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the weekends. Come to Casey Sports Cafe and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. Casey's can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Brewston Chiropractic Studio is the new chiropractic office in town. Located inside Spin Unlimited, just behind the Texas Roadhouse, Dr. Stephen Lint and Dr. Brooke Sova are well-versed in the latest chiropractic and soft tissue techniques to help you get out of pain and functioning at your best. Call 724-912-6505 or go online at www.brewstonwellness.com for more information or to schedule your appointment.
Brian Rozak back here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, being joined by Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. The Mustangs taking on the McKeesport Tigers this afternoon. And, Coach, certainly a tough one on Thursday on the road at Gateway. You look at that Gators team, it might have been the toughest opponent you've seen so far this season.
Yes, sir. Definitely. I knew, going into this last stretch of non-conference games, we were going to have our hands full. TJ and then Gateway, who they got us, number one team in 5A, and then we got McKeesport on Saturday, and Sewickley Academy and Franklin Regional next week. So, we definitely had our work cut out for us, and we didn't shoot the ball well, and we didn't defend well, and when those things happen, the outcome usually isn't what you wanted. Hats off to Gateway. They shot the ball really, 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 really well. They were big, they were physical, they were fast, and we didn't respond well.
And for a team that lost some key cogs to graduation last year, they really have a lot of depth, and as you said, they were very impressive on Thursday night.
Yeah, they do. They have a lot of depth. They graduated some guys, and they have they have some guys that just jumped right back in. Their guards are strong, physical, fast guards. They got good size. They rebound the ball, and they shot the ball really well. So, we're just back in the gym this morning. Good hard practice, and get ready for McKeesport on tomorrow.
Hey, look at McKeesport. They've struggled a little bit this season, but I'm sure they're going to be hungry for a win, and they played some tough competition to start the season.
Definitely. McKeesport's a good team. They got a lot of size. They're physical. They're athletic, and I'm sure they're going to be ready to play. They've played a tough schedule as well. We got to hunker down and get ready to play.
They got some football kids on that team as well, Stuvens and Spell and a couple of other guys we saw during the fall. So they're going to be wide-bodied and tough, certainly down on the blocks. Absolutely, yeah. They got some big guys that are going to try to bang us around. The good news is I think Shane got some good running in on the ankle last night. He played some good minutes for us. I think he's going to be pretty much close to 100% on Saturday. Antoine was able to travel with the team last night and had a real good practice this morning, so I think it'll be a big boost to have him back in the lineup. So we're looking forward to it. We saw Luca was a little dinged up as well, had some ice on his hand. How is he doing? What's his status for Saturday's game against McKeesport?
Yeah, Luca fell on his hand and kind of swelled up, got a little bit puffy, but he was able to. He was at practice today. Everything looked good at practice. Was able to handle the ball, so hopefully it was just a little bit of a stinger, and we can move on.
Yeah, 3 non-conference games left to really get ready for the conference season to get underway. Conference going to be very competitive this year, and you of course open up with Elizabeth Forward during the first week of January.
Yes, sir. That's what we're looking forward to. Our conference this year with, everybody, Uniontown and Bell Vernon is at the top of the conference, but, Elizabeth Forward could be right there, too. They're playing a lot of good basketball. Albert Gallatin got a good win against Connersville. Southmoreland's playing real good basketball, so it's going to be competitive for us, and hopefully, we can take, some really, really valuable learning experiences from this stretch of tough non-conference opponents, and hopefully these guys can we can kind of get seasoned on our feet, so to speak. We're definitely getting some good quality experience, and hopefully we can learn from that, we can build from that, learn from our mistakes, and just continue to get better.
Coach, appreciate your time. We'll see you out there on Saturday afternoon.
Yes, sir, Brian. See you tomorrow.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. The Mustangs taking on the McKeesport Tigers this afternoon, and we'll have more on our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show in just a moment.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry would like to thank everyone who voted them Best Law Firm and Criminal Defense Attorney in the 2023 Best in Fayette contest. The T-Berry Law Office specializes in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. Make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their new website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big result. Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Boys high school basketball action on WMBS today. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs taking on the McKeesport Tigers. One of the pleasant surprises around the Laurel Highlands community has been the Laurel Highlands girls program. They're off to a 7-0 start led by head coach Stuart Davis. And Stuart now joining us here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. And Stuart, what a turnaround for your Lady Mustangs program, considering where this team was just a couple of years ago to where they are right now at 7-0, ranked in the top 5 in the WPIAL. You really have to be happy with the turnaround of this program.
Yes, we are. I mean, the girls worked hard up until this point. They're going to continue to work hard. They're actually starting to buy into what, the coaches, what we're laying out in front of them. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to see the girls coming together and enjoying the early success.
I know it's just a couple of weeks into the season, but it has to really feel nice to see the Laurel Highlands girls ranked in the top 5 right now in the WPIAL.
That's big for the program. Hopefully, the little fillies are seeing what the older kids are doing, and hopefully, the numbers keep growing. This is all about building pride back into the program, and hopefully, like I said, it continues.
Numbers have certainly been an issue, just trying to get girls to come out and participate. We saw just a couple of years ago just 7 girls on the roster. I know the numbers aren't that much better right now, but at least you're getting production, and hopefully getting some of those wins will help build up the junior high programs.
And that's the idea. I'm hoping that it turns out that way. Normally it does. Everyone wants to be part of something that's winning, that's successful, and hopefully it's creating a buzz within the community and as well as the school.
Yeah, you look at your first couple of games, won during your tip-off tournament over Alderdice and Franklin Regional, and then you've been kind of rolling. Impressive win over Brownsville, knocked off Preston, wins over Connellsville, Uniontown, and Southmoreland. Last couple of wins, you've been pretty dominant.
Yeah, yes, the girls played hard. They're, like I said, they're buying in. Our biggest test, obviously is going to come section play. Our first 3 games, we got some tough ones. We have Elizabeth Forward, Bell Vernon, and West Mifflin right off the bat.
And those teams have certainly been strong over the last couple of years.
Yeah, they've been strong. EF got 3 starters back. So they're obviously, they won section last year, so they're coming back to win it again, although they got a new coach, but, personnel doesn't change. Our goal is to come with some fire this year. Hopefully we can contend, for the section title as well, and that's our goal, our immediate goal anyway.
Last year, I'm sure it was nice getting into the playoffs, but I know you want to build on that and have a little bit of a deeper run this year.
Yes, the girls, that's all they talk about, that's all they're hungry for, and like I said, the first test for us will probably be Elizabeth Ford on the 4th.
What's your schedule here between Christmas and New Year's look like?
So we have our Christmas tournament. We have Washington High coming up on the 28th, and then we have Beth Center on the 29th in our Christmas tournament.
A couple of games kind of keep you fresh and then get ready to hop back in against Elizabeth Forward. And I know Josh and Billy have had some of your games on the South Union Township Sports Network this year. They've been enjoying that. I think the section play, as you mentioned, especially those games right out of the bat, should be a lot of fun.
Should be a lot of fun. It's definitely going to tell us where we're at as far as section. And like I said, over the break, we're going to be in the weight room. We're going to work hard and continue to move forward. Obviously we can't get a true test until we get that first game against the section, L section play, which is EF, who's ranked right now. They're ranked 3rd. So it'll be a good look for us.
For sure, Coach. Appreciate your time. Enjoy the holidays. Best of luck, and hopefully your Laurel Highlands program keep on winning games.
Thank you, sir, and happy holidays to you.
That's Stuart Davis, the head coach of the Laurel Highlands girls basketball program, off to a nice start at 7-0. Again, they'll have a couple of games between Christmas and New Year's, and then open up conference play coming up in January. Hopefully they can continue their good form into 2024. Again, this afternoon is the Laurel Highlands boys in action against McKeesport. We'll have more in our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show in just a moment.
I'm Bill Martin, and along with my partner Trip Radcliffe and Rob Harper, are attorneys at Radcliffe Martin Law. Our primary focus at Radcliffe Martin Law is representing people hurt in accidents, However, we handle workers' compensation claims, estate planning, real estate matters, and class actions. Radcliffe Martin Law is your hometown firm that offers conveniences not possible with Pittsburgh firms and provides better service than those firms. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorneys. 724-439-3939.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season. NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim.
Ho, 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 you car gurus. John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President Award-winning Ford of Uniontown.
Holiday Hobie Waddy.
Dom, we have more F-150s now than we've had in years. Let's get nut rolled nuts and make some deals.
John, let's take up to $8,000 off any in-stock 2023 F-150, or how about $4,000 off and 2.9 financing for 72 months. Look, that's XLs, XLTs, Larry's. I'm talking all F-150s. We have 40 available, so don't delay.
Relax these Christmas deals.
Let's talk about the all-new 2023 Ford Escape. We have 20 available, and check out this deal. Up to $2,000 off and financing as low as 1.9 for 60 months and 3.9 for 72.
Dominic, those offers are as tasty as that Christmas roast beast. We are donating $100 for every sale the entire month of December to local charities.
Cheer up, dude. It's Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from your friends at 40 Uniontown. The Grumpy Green Guy knows, shouldn't you? That's 40 Uniontown on top of the hill across from Applebee's or 40uniontown.com. Prices include all factory incentives. Must finance a Ford Motor credit. Not all buyers will qualify.
Laurel Highlands hosting McKeesport boys high school basketball action here on WMBS this afternoon. Being joined now by Troy Blackwell, the head coach of the McKeesport Tigers. The coach, you played a very tough non-conference schedule. I know the results kind of haven't gone your way, though, early on in the season.
Yeah, we're starting off slow, struggling. A lot of young guys. We do have some seniors that play a lot for us, but the rest are virtually all sophomores. So we're gaining some valuable experience as the season moves on. Hopefully, we can get rolling right. We use this game and the holiday tournament games to get rolling and hit section play and be a better team.
Yeah, the conference looks tough this year. I actually saw Gateway last night. Very impressive. You look at Kiski area off to a nice start. Franklin Regional strong. You're not going to have too many easy nights in conference play this year.
Not at all. It's one of the toughest sections, and like I said, we'll get ready for it, and we'll take it night by night, because every night's definitely going to be a tough out.
And you're certainly familiar with this Laurel Highlands program, even though it's a non-conference game. They've lost a lot to graduation. Some of the names might be a little bit different, but you've had some pretty good battles with the Mustangs over the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a nice rivalry the last couple of years. A good game to play. Like you said, heading into a holiday break. It's usually on a Saturday, so it's been a good matchup for us. It's always tough. Even when we got to go on the road, it's a little bit of travel time and going into somewhat of a hostile environment. So it's a good contest for both teams.
Yeah, with the way the schedule's gone for you so far this year, you really haven't been able to get that many games in here during the month of December. Had a couple of games up at Charlotte, then Woodland Hills. You were supposed to have a 10-day break. It ended up being a 2-week break after that South Allegheny game didn't happen.
Right. So that's another thing that, caused us to struggle a little bit. We haven't, it's hard to get rolling when you have all this downtime with young guys. They kind of get into a routine. You'd like them to get used to playing at least 2, if not 3 games a week to help their getting a valuable experience. But we said we'll work through it, and hopefully we can get rolling.
What was the reason that you guys had such big gaps like that? Was that planned, or were there some other circumstances that kind of interfered and kind of convoluted the December schedule a bit?
Just some circumstances. A lot of it to do with scheduling. We kind of had some open slots for some home games, and some teams didn't want to travel in to play us. They'd rather us come to them. And we were already the road warriors, so we're trying to get some home games scheduled, and a lot of teams, non-conference games deferred. They didn't want to come in the good old McKeesport, so we end up with a long break. But some guys that had to make them hit the books, to be honest. So that was some of the other reasons, but mainly it was a scheduling thing.
What does your lineup look like right now as far as your starters and the depth of your rotation?
Starters, we'll start 1 sophomore and 4 seniors, and then we're off the bench with, like I said, all sophomores. So all the seniors will start and play a lot. If they don't start, and the rest will come out with a bunch of youth guys coming from ninth grade basketball or JVs last year.
That's McKeesport head coach Troy Blackwell. Stay tuned. The starting lineups and the opening tip-off on the way next. The McKeesport Tigers, the Laurel Highlands taking on the Mustangs this afternoon here on WMBS.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Hi, I'm Russ Plaho. As your local Allstate agent, providing protection that fits your life is something I take, personally. I'm committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. From bundling your auto, home, and life insurance with ease to evaluating optional coverage based on your protection needs. I can build an insurance proposal that fits your life. Are you in good hands? Contact me, Russ Plaho, for a free quote.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
Bruce Beard, located at 187A Connellsville Street, and available by phone at 724-417-4958, is here to meet your accounting, tax service, and real estate management needs. Call Bruce Beard at 724-417-4958. 724-417-4958. Good luck and best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders, from Bruce Speaker.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Problems with swallowing are common, and they're often ignored. They occur in people of all ages, and they have causes that are highly treatable. Drs. Ruthart, Calabrese, Hoppy, and I specialize in the care of swallowing disorders. To seek help, call our team at U.S. Digestive Health at 724-437-7677.
Emidar Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel safely to school in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Emidar Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands basketball team and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Emidar Transit, call 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their Uniontown office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue.
Laurel Highlands and McKeesport warming up. 12:45 start this afternoon here on WMBS, the Triple High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live. And Tony, this is only one of 2 games going on today around the WPIAL. The only other scheduled game going on this afternoon, Greater Johnstown and Pittsburgh Central Catholic. So a very light slate of games here 2 days before Christmas.
Well, all these guys from Laurel Highlands and McKeesport must have their Christmas shopping done because they have a game today. So, yeah, I was kind of surprised when we saw it on the schedule early in the year for them to play 2 days before, especially on a Saturday. But, well, you know what? Both teams, like I said, they both need to tune up to get ready for section play, so we'll see what happens here today.
We actually saw a pretty light slate of games yesterday as well around the WPIAL. One local score, of course, the Uniontown Red Raiders finishing up down at the KSA tournament down in Orlando. Knocked off Central High School of Tuscaloosa, Alabama by a score of 67-55. And the Red Raiders already back in town. In fact, head coach Rob Kazmarski, a bunch of the players sitting right in front of you, Tony.
Exactly. Yeah, we were talking to him a little bit, and he said that his team played extremely well, picking up 3 wins down in Florida. And he said yesterday's team, the team from Tuscaloosa, was extremely good. He said that pretty big fellas, and they were lucky to pull out a nice win.
Cannon Mack also played down in Florida this week. They lost yesterday to Erie McDowell by a score of 61-38. Norwin a 52-42 win over Greensburg-Salem last night. And West Green fell at Cameron County, West Virginia by a score of 61-37. And Tony, of course, lots of history between Laurel Highlands and McKeesport. They played in the same section for a number of years, met in a non-conference game. Last year won by Laurel Highlands at McKeesport by a score of 75-59. This is the return game here this afternoon.
Well, we saw a lot of close games with them over the last few years, Brian. I mean, I remember doing a game down there on a Saturday to start the season for the Mustangs.
Right, yep. That was during COVID.
That was during COVID, is right. And that was a game where Laurel Highlands lost by 1 point, but it was an extremely good game. And, you're right, a lot of history here, plus playing football as well. So they know a lot of these players, and they know what to expect. McKeesport, always extremely athletic, as you know. I mean, they've got football players left and right, and, they do have some basketball players as well. And you said, you got a lot of players on the roster from both squads. And I think we're going to have a pretty evenly matched game here today.
And they have a coach with a pretty good resume as well, Troy Blackwell, in his 3rd year as the head coach of the McKeesport Tigers, 2001. McKeesport grad, actually played football at Tennessee Chattanooga, went on to play arena ball for the Erie Storm for 6 years. Former McKeesport girls assistant coach back in 2020. He's the 3rd boys coach they've had in the last 10 years. He took over for Kevin Kovach.
And he's a big fella.
Yes, he is.
He's at midcourt right now, and I'll tell you what, he's a big man, probably about 6'7", 6'8". And like I said, he's done a nice job with these McKeesport Tigers.
And they're a team that can really surprise folks. Last year, they entered the WPIAL playoffs as a 12 seed, upset 5th-seeded Moon in the first round, ended up losing to Gateway in the quarterfinals. Had a pair of PIAA play-in games to try to get into the main draw of the state tournament. Lost them both to South Fayette and Fox Chapel. But despite a sub-500 record entering the postseason last year, managed to win a playoff game.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where they started to play well towards the end of the year, and it just carried on into the playoffs, and that was a good thing for them. I mean, when we saw them, we kind of figured that they were going to be a pretty decent team, but just hadn't clicked yet. and they ended up turning it on in the second half of the season and made the playoffs and did some things interesting.
Our game also on the South Union Township Sports Network this afternoon, brought to you there by Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and insurance agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now part of U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. We're closing in on tip-off time. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the McKeesport Tigers lineups on the way next here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality health care to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova and Son, Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 60th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Sova and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repairs, and glass installation. They'll gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they'll work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova and Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's the goal of Ted Sova and Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 60 years. Call 724-437-2351. 724-437-2351 for Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair. Always proud to support local high school sports.
For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, Attorney Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call Attorney Melinda Delarose at 724-437-3200. That's 724-437-3200, or online at delaroselaw.com.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, the Mustangs hosting the McKeesport Tigers this afternoon. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanula, Billy Dice behind the camera on our Facebook Live video stream, and Bill Madden back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. Tony, as your starting lineups remain brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. A different name, but the same team providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities, wishing all of our local Fayette County teams the best of luck. Tone, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. For the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, who come in today with a 2-5 record, head coach John Smith, his assistant coaches are Shandon Marshall, Paul Eckert, and John Krisner. Coach Smith's starters for today will be number 3, Antoine Black, a 6'1 junior guard. Number 5, Ethan Koffler, a 5'9 senior guard. Number 13, Jaden Ringer, a 5'10 senior guard. Number 24, Aiden Black, a 5'9 junior guard. And getting the start today, number 31, Shane Layton, a 6'2 senior forward coming off that ankle injury. For the McKeesport Tigers, who come in 1-3 overall, their head coach, Mr. Jack Blackwell. His starters for today will be number 0, Jordan Benjamin, a 5'9 senior guard. Number 1, Dominic Cochran, a 6'4 senior forward. Number 5, Lamont Perkins, a 6'3 sophomore forward. Number 11, Brian Jones, a 5'8 sophomore guard. And number 34, Keith Spell, a 6'2 senior forward.
And, Tony, we mentioned our next high school basketball broadcast after tonight will be coming up on Thursday up at the CCBC Dome. The Uniontown Red Raiders taking on Downingtown. That'll be a 5:30 start. That's actually the 4th of 6 boys games of the CCBC Dome on Thursday. The action will start with Char Valley at Woodland Hills at 1 o'clock. Mohawk taking on Pine Richland at 2:30. Crater Johnstown and South Fayette right before the Red Raiders game at 4. And the late games have Central Valley taking on Beaver Falls and Aliquippa and Abington Heights at 8:45. The Red Raiders will play Aliquippa coming up on Friday at 7 o'clock. And we'll also have the Laurel Highlands game on Saturday against Franklin Regional. And that game, I believe, starting at 6:30. So both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands playing some games next week up at the CCBC Dome.
Well, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to the Uniontown games. I mean, we had a great trip up there last year when Laurel Highlands played saw some extremely good basketball, and they treated us pretty well up there. I mean, the setup all the way around, and looking forward because I'll tell you what, it'll be a couple tough games for the Red Raiders, and really it'll get them ready for January. But, they saw some good teams down in Orlando this week, but tell you what, when you look at Aliquippa and Downington East, big-time teams. So we'll see what the Red Raiders can do against them this week.
Another interesting matchup up there next week, right after the Laurel Highlands Franklin Regional game on Saturday. Lincoln Park takes on Bell Vernon.
And that'll be a great game. I'm looking forward to that. You talk about athletes all the way around, and, it's kind of interesting. I was looking at the Lincoln Park stats. They played out in Salem, Oregon.
Correct, yes.
And then they just played in Tennessee. I mean, it's
playing an international or national schedule.
Yeah, I mean, they must all be homeschooled, I guess, but one of those things.
Well, that's one of the reasons Beaver and Lincoln Park played a conference game, I think, on December the 4th.
Yeah.
Very early on in the conference season. That was in part due to the fact that game was originally scheduled during the travel period that Lincoln Park had, so they had to play that game early because of Lincoln Park traveling to Oregon and now Tennessee here before Christmas.
Right. Yeah, and, they're playing some high-caliber teams no matter what, and obviously ranked by the USA Today nationally. But
actually, that California team, I think, was 11th in the nation that knocked them off earlier this week.
Yeah.
And Lincoln Park, I think, was 21st, so we'll see if they fall at all in the national rankings after that loss. But what's interesting is they're ranked in the top 25 in the nation, yet they're playing in a 4A classification and a 6A classification system in Pennsylvania.
Right. They're loaded. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
And in a reality, though, if you're that loaded, why not play 6A ball?
Oh, I agree. No, I agree with you. They're loaded up, and here it is. And when we've had this discussion before many times. When you can recruit, it's a different
totally
story.
Different ballgame.
Yeah, it's a different story.
And of course, you look at the Red Raiders last year, made it to the state semifinals. The only team that was really in their way was Lincoln Park, and Uniontown basically was the public school state champions last year.
Yeah, well, that's true. And to be honest with you, they eliminated both teams from Fayette County.
Yes.
You look at it, they eliminated Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. So it's one of those things where they were the Fayette County killers last year.
Hey, you look at this McKeesport team, the Mustangs taking on this afternoon, opened up the season with a 56-52 win over Clareton, then lost 3 straight games against Thomas Jefferson, 51-40. Woodland Hills 51-37, and Bell Vernon 65-55. And again, they just haven't played that much. Had games on December 1st and 2nd, and played on the 5th, and went 2 weeks in between games. Played Bell Vernon on the 19th, and that was, of course, on Monday, and then playing Laurel. I checked that on Tuesday, and then playing Laurel Highlands here on Saturday.
Yeah, right, and it's really too early to tell what kind of team they have. And you're right, they're both, a lot of teams, a lot of players as well coming right off a football season. So you really haven't seen a whole lot of basketball practice in the months leading up to the season starting. So they're kind of trying to just get their feet wet and try to figure out what's going on here team-wise. But, as we always said, they're extremely athletic and always have a pretty good team whenever it comes to playing basketball.
And they're going to have an opportunity actually next week to play a game down at PPG Paints Arena against West Mifflin in a basketball classic down there. And they'll also play Butler coming up next Saturday as well. So pretty neat for those McKeesport kids to get an opportunity to play down at PPG Paints.
Oh, for sure. And that's just it. I mean, you get in this situation where you play some good teams, play at different places, get ready to go for the section. I'm sure they'll be ready. I'm sure Coach Blackwell will have them ready as well.
And they'll open up conference play on January the 2nd against the Gateway Gators. The Mustangs next week, they'll play a game against Sewickley Academy, 4:30 at North Allegheny on Thursday. We will not have that game for you here on WMBS just due to some other schedule conflicts. Of course, we'll have the Uniontown game that day as well against Downingtown, and those games being played at the same time, and just with the vicinity of that Laurel Highlands Sewickley game being all the way up in the North Hills, we can't get a second crew up there. So we'll just have Uniontown on Thursday, but we'll have the Mustangs against Franklin Regional for you next Saturday as well. But still, another pair of good tests for Laurel Highlands. Sewickley Academy always seems to have a pretty decent program year in and year out. And, of course, Franklin Regional, we saw them earlier on this year when Laurel Highlands played in their tournament on December the 8th and 9th.
Right. And that's the thing. I mean, they're also playing some very good teams, and they're kind of struggling right now. I mean, they've lost 4 out of the last 5. Really trying to find some shooting. They shot well in the first half against Thomas Jefferson, making 8 threes, 9
Correct,
threes.
8 threes, yep.
And it was one of those things where they were filling it up, but the last couple games have just had trouble, and especially against Gateway. Just really couldn't make any baskets at all.
I think important for both Laurel Highlands and McKeesport to get off to good starts in conference play. You look at the Mustangs conference. Of course, Uniontown, Bell Vernon, Elizabeth Ford much improved. Southmoreland's playing some pretty good basketball. AG's a rivalry game. 4 of the 6 get in, but who are you going to knock off?
Well, you're right, and it is a tough section. I mean, you got to think Southmoreland at one point in time, used to be a game that
they're undefeated right now.
I know, and that's what I was going to say. I mean, it used to be a game where it's like, the Mustangs should win, but tell you what, right now they're playing some very good basketball, undefeated, and great start for them for the beginning of this year.
And McKeesport kind of in the same boat as well. They're sitting at 1-3, but their conference, Franklin Regional, Gateway, and Kiski all at 6-1. Penn Trafford at 5-4. Latrobe's 500 right now at 3-3, but the Tigers are going to have to try to find a way to get things done in conference play. We're back with the opening tip-off right after this. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the McKeesport Tigers here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Hey, maybe it's just time for a new set of dentures. If that's the case, check out Uniontown Dental Associates, located at 7829 National Pike in Uniontown. They can make you new dentures faster than other offices, and in most cases can offer same-day denture repairs. They also offer teeth whitening, clear braces, and single-visit crowns. Just call their office for your appointment today at 724-438-0241 or visit their Facebook page for more information.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Prime Rozak and Tony Hanula back here at Laurel Highlands High School. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs taking on the McKeesport Tigers this afternoon. The Tigers starting lineup getting introduced right now. They're in their away reds with white numbers, black trim. Their bench off to our right. The Mustangs in the home whites, blue numbers, and a red trim, and their bench off to our left. Tony Hanula.
Looks like everybody's ready to go. Decent crowd here today. I mean, not a whole lot. Probably a lot of people out Christmas shopping today, but got a decent crowd here in the gym.
Again, Laurel Highlands entering at 2-5. McKeesport at 1-3. Again, on the Mustang side, Antoine Black, Ethan Koffler, Jaden Ringer, Aiden Black, and Shane Layton getting the start on the McKeesport side. Jordan Benjamin, Dominic Cochran, Lamont Perkins, Brian Jones, and Keith Spell this afternoon, the 5 starters for Troy Blackwell's squad. What do you expect to see here this afternoon, Tony?
Well, I'll tell you what, I think you're going to see a little bit different Mustang team today because Layton and Antoine Black are both able to play. I think a little bit different than you saw at Gateway the other night, but Tell you what, I think it's going to be a pretty evenly matched game. I think what Laurel Highlands is going to have to do, though, is just to try to control the boards. McKeesport has a little bit more size, and they're going to have to do some things inside to stay in this game.
Of course, the Mustangs played well in their last home game against Connellsville. Were very dominant against the Falcons.
Well, yeah, and they had that stretch where they held Connellsville to, 5 points in the third quarter when we did that game, and the defense ended up resulting in a lot of fast break points for them, and I'd like to see them do that here today, but you're going to have a tough time against this McKeesport team.
Officials here this afternoon, Chris Bonchowski, Tony Carter, and Pat Lyon, and we're just about set to go. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the McKeesport Tigers here on December the 23rd as everyone gets ready for the Christmas holiday coming up on Monday. Antoine Black in the center circle. He'll jump against Dominic Cochran. Again, Cochran, a 6'4 senior forward, certainly a little height advantage there on the 6'1 Antoine Black.
Yeah, but Black can get up.
Yes, he can. We saw Aiden Black taking the opening tips on Tuesday and Thursday, and he didn't even jump against guys like Berger and the big guys from Gateway.
Well, I can understand that. He probably wasn't going to win the tip anyway.
And this one kind of double tapped back, but controlled there by Jordan Benjamin as McKeesport works right to left as we describe it. Benjamin enters the zone here on the near wing. That's actually Stu Vance that got the start, Tony. He was not listed up on the scoreboard on the McKeesport side, but he's going to drive inside, scoop it up. It's off the mark, and the rebound goes there to Ethan Koffler, quickly across to Aiden Black. And now back to Jaden Ringer. He'll take a quick three. It's off the side of the rim, no good. And the rebound just ripped away there by Keith Spell. Off to Stu Vance and across. Stu Vance on the far wing, deflected out of play. And he'll stay McKeesport basketball here in the Laurel Highlands zone.
Yeah, the Mustangs coming out in the 2-1-2 zone to start this game. Trying to do everything they can to keep Spell out from underneath. Layton trying to front him right off the bat.
Actually, it was Stu Vance that started in place of Brian Jones. It must have been a late change. In fact, they don't even have it corrected up on the scoreboard yet that Stu Vance is out on the court. I'm sure they'll get that corrected soon enough as the Tigers dump it down. Spell, they're out in front and banked it in. So Keith Spell, the opening 2 points of the game for the McKeesport Tigers. Here 50 seconds into, the Mustangs get a little sloppy there off the inbounds pass and cough it up on the far side.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can't turn the ball over, especially taking the ball out of bounds. You're going to see full court pressure pretty much all game from the Tigers, I'm sure.
Benjamin and Cochran play catch. Benjamin has it now back over to Cochran. Mustangs extend a bit defensively. Here on the elbows, Lamont Perkins. They'll put back up top. Benjamin, three on the way off the mark. Keith Spell, offensive rebound. Floats it out in front, and looking for the shot attempt there was Perkins. No good. Spell tried to go back up. Big block from Layton, and the Mustangs break back with Aiden Black. Aiden leaning, a lot of contact down low. And they're going to call that a charge on the inside there. One of those bang-bang plays, Tone, that could have went either way.
I thought he kind of slid underneath him. Thought Aiden Black kind of had the advantage on him, but he kind of slid underneath him and got called for the charge.
I agree with him.
It's going to be the first on Aiden, first team foul as well.
A 2-0 lead for the Tigers. Lone basket from Keith Spell as Benjamin brings it across. Lost the dribble, needs help. Gets it there from Dominic Cochran. Watched there by Aiden Black. Back on the far side to Benjamin. Three on the way, short off the side of the rim. Black had the rebound, couldn't hang on. Went off of Antoine and out. And they'll stay McKeesport basketball here in the Laurel Highlands zone.
Yeah, that ball was tipped. Keith Spell actually tipped it, and then it went off Black and went out of bounds. But right now they're having a tough time underneath with him. I mean, he's a big fella underneath, and he's kind of controlling things underneath the glass right now for McKeesport.
6:26 left here in the opening quarter. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hinola. Billy Dice behind the camera on our Facebook Live video stream, and Bill Madden back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. Nice to have you along with us for a Saturday afternoon of high school basketball action. Jordan Benjamin had triggered back in.
Yeah, I thought that basketball might have rolled down in the locker room there for a minute. We might have been a little bit of a delay.
Benjamin finally gets it into Stu Vance. Three from the near side, off the side of the rim, no good. And Antoine Black, the rebound, forward to brother Aiden. Pull up Jay right of the lane, no good. Battle for the rebound, and we'll get a foul called here on the floor.
I think they're going to call an over the back call on Lamont Perkins. I'm sorry, they're going to call that on Jordan Benjamin, so Benjamin picks up his first.
Non-shooting. So Ethan Koffler will send it in underneath. Touched into Layton, back high on the left again to Aiden Black in the corner again to Ethan. Those two play catch. Aiden gets it, Black kicks out Ringer, thought about the three, works to his left, bounces out on the wing again to Koffler, back to Ringer again between the circles. Jaden works to his right, little bounce pass to Aiden on the elbow again to Layton. Layton kicks it out far side. Koffler's going to launch the three. Off the back iron, no good. Another rebound pulled down by Keith Spell as the Tigers break back. Off and across to Perkins, dumped down again to Spell. Leans it on Layton. Couldn't get it to go, got it back and had deflected away. Good little poke there from Ringer, but it will stay McKeesport basketball here in the Laurel Highlands zone. And not a lot of scoring on either side here early on, Tony.
No, not at all. And we're seeing the remnants of like I said, you said with McKeesport not playing a lot of games, just really trying to get a feel right now.
Good drive on the far side and get a make here. And that was Lamont Perkins, extending the Tigers' lead now to 4-0 over Laurel Highlands here at the 5:36 mark of the first. Mustangs break the press. Antoine Black down low, and he'll get the basket and one. So welcome back, Antoine Black, into the scoring column. Mustangs back to within 2, can make it a 1-point game here at the foul line at the 5:32 mark of the first.
Well, the Mustangs were fortunate to get that ball out of the corner. That's one thing. When you throw it in on that full court press, you better keep it out of the corners or it's going to get trapped. And fortunately, able to get the ball up. A nice pass by Layton to hit Black as he cut towards the basket for that layup.
And Antoine's battled the flu the last week. Missed games against Thomas Jefferson and Gateway, but makes a free throw here. And the Mustangs back to within 1 at 4-3. Here's the 5:30 mark of the first. Stuvance double teamed in the backcourt, able to send it off to Benjamin, who's trying to pivot around Koffler. Mustangs bring a lot there at Benjamin, but they break it across. Stuvance comes free, puts it off the glass and in. Valdez Stuvance, his first 2 of the game.
And a nice entry pass there by Keith Spell. And they had a tough time getting it up against the press there. Actually thought we were going to get a 10-second count for a minute.
Mustangs break the press as Antoine comes near baseline. Trying to pull it out to Layton, deflected out of bounds by Jordan Benjamin. Will stay Laurel Highlands basketball here in the McKeesport zone. At the 5:04 mark of the first, Tigers still lead at 6-3.
Actually thought Antoine Black was going to go reverse on that. He had the baseline. Thought he should have taken it up, but he tried to throw it out in the corner.
Koffler sends it into Vecchiola on the wing. High feed brought down by Aiden Black as that one almost floated into the backcourt. Aiden off to his brother Antoine now on the near wing. Mustangs look for motion. We'll get a foul called here away from the ball.
They're going to call that on Perkins, I think. Well, he and Aiden Black, collided, but he's going to pick up his first foul.
Right, does go on Perkins. His first, team third. Mustangs retain possession. You'll have Koffler sending it in left to the basket in the Tigers zone. Stuvance is watching the trigger man. Went into Layton. Over to Koffler. Up top, Aiden Black. 3 on the way, off the mark. Battle for the rebound on the backside. Kept alive, Vecchiola. Back to Black. Has his seam and will scoop it up and in. That's Aiden Black. His first 2 of the game. Antoine made the first basket of the night for the Mustangs. Now Laurel Highlands forces a turnover. They're back to within 1 with the basketball. Aiden Black looking for another 3. That one spins out. Might be over the back there on Vecchiola off the rebound.
They are going to call on Vecchiola, but I actually thought that he kind of came in. It looked like he got, looked like he got undercut a little bit, but he's going to pick up his first foul, second team foul against the Mustangs here in the first quarter.
And Dominique Cochran will send it in now from McKeesport. Right to the basket in their own zone. Mustangs a little full court press, and they force another turnover. Here's Aiden Black, a little floater, no good. Koffler gets the offensive rebound, and the Mustangs able to reset here on the offensive side.
Yeah, right now this Laurel Highlands full court press has been pretty effective against McKeesport.
Layton has it now, back up top to Antoine over his brother Aiden. Watched there by Perkins. Aiden off to Koffler, jumper from the foul line, short. Actually an air ball out of bounds and back over to the Tigers.
I think Koffler was kind of indecisive there. He had the shot, but I thought he would look to maybe dump a pass down to Black. Just kind of short-handed it there a little bit.
Stuvance on the near side trying to bounce pass forward. Then he had Layton there on a reach. Didn't look like that much contact zone.
No, it looked like he might have had a pretty clean steal there, but referees didn't see it that way.
That'll be Layton's first, team third. McKeesport will trigger it in front of the scorers table. Cochran has sent it in. Over to Jordan Benjamin. Now Cochran again. You have Black and Aiden Black and Koffler watching those 2 outside the arc. And still play catch.
Yeah, not a lot of movement by this offense from McKeesport.
Now Stuvance a touch on the far wing, bounce back to Benjamin high on the right. Benjamin directing traffic, Aiden Black in his face. Antoine trying to come over there on Stuvance and pick up the foul.
That's going to be the first foul on Black, 4th team foul for the Mustangs. Yeah, pretty stagnant offense right now by McKeesport. Really just a 2-man game, just playing catch back and forth. Nobody really moving around yet for them.
Tight on both sides. Tigers by 1. Cochran up top. Over to Stuvance here on the near wing. Koffler coming out. Playing catch again with Cochran as Stuvance. Cochran has it now. Over to Perkins. Perkins driving right to the lane. Tried a little scoop shot attempt. Got fouled, and that's already the 5th team foul on Laurel Highlands. Might be the second on Vecchiola.
I think it's going to be the second on Antoine Black.
You're right on that, Tony. Good call.
I think he got the reach. And you can tell by the reaction he wasn't real happy with it, but he's going to pick up his second foul, and that's big with 3:26 to go, first quarter.
I know Vecchiola was trying to claim it. He had the hands up down there.
Yeah, he was trying, but didn't work.
First of 2 free throw attempts, no good there from Perkins. So the score remains 6-5, McKeesport over Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, Perkins, a 6'3" sophomore, came in averaging 16 a game. Leading scorer for the McKeesport Tigers early on in this season.
Had a 21-point game against Bell Vernon back on Tuesday. Second of 2 free throws, again no good off the back iron. And Laurel Highlands bringing Brennan Varney into the game, and Varney picks up the rebound. Off to Aiden Black and across as Antoine's hit the bench with those 2 early personals here for Laurel Highlands. Aiden has it right now. He's double-teamed, trying to get out of it. Able to keep it alive. Good little poke forward. Varney comes free and lays it up and in. So Brennan Varney, instant impact on the Laurel Highlands side. Mustangs take a 7-6 lead over McKeesport here at the 3-minute mark of the opening quarter.
Yeah, a nice little shuffle pass there by Aiden Black. And on the other side, here's Keith Spell just using that big frame, get position.
He fought off a triple team to get that make tone.
Yeah, like I said, he's kind of dominant underneath here.
Tigers lead by 1 at 8-7. Vecchiola in a little trouble, had it knocked away. Look out here. Perkins coming back from McKeesport, a lean in and draw the foul. Shot attempt no good. Personal will go on the Mustangs. Jaden Ringer. 2:38 left here in the first. Tigers 8, Mustangs 7. Take a quick 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business. Parker Jr. Everybody's
Perkins hit 1 of 2.
We hear it at Autoland Hyundai, too. Kids are waiting for Santa to come, and grown-ups want Santa.
Perkins hit 1 of 2 free throws for McKeesport. And the ball was deflected out there, Tony, so the Mustangs get it back down 9-7. Do we have a foul call there as well?
On Dominique Cochran. He picked up his first foul there.
And Aiden Black will bring it back across. Send it over to Lucas Suchevitz, who just checked in. Good ball movement down low to Sevi Vecchiola, and Vecchiola tying this game at 9. Here's the 2:20 mark of the first.
And a nice move there by Vecchiola to take it up strong against Spell. Nice layup, nice job.
Mustangs playing well early on. Here's Cochran up top. Cochran working at the elbow. A little kick out far side, 3 on the way. No good at the front of the rim, no good. Perkins again, offensive rebound there from Brian Jones to keep it alive. Reload from the outside, and that one was halfway down, but rattled out on the 3-ball attempt there from Cochran, and the Mustangs breaking back on the other side. Suchevitz for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound deflected around. Varney finds it. Will scoop it back up. His shot wouldn't drop, but he was fouled in the process. And Brennan Varney will have a pair of free throws upcoming here with the score tied at 9 with 1:49 left here in the opening quarter.
Well, I think that foul is going to be on Keith Spell, and he's going to pick up his second. So now all of a sudden Spell with 2 fouls, a minute 49 to go first quarter. And I think you're going to have to see him check out of the game, too.
Yeah, both teams actually over the limit here, Tony, in the opening quarter as Varney knocks down the first of 2 free throws. Varney came in 75% for the season from the free throw line.
Varney, I like his game.
I do, too.
I think he does a nice job off the bench for the Mustangs. Comes in, plays well, rebounds, makes some shots, does what he has to do. I mean, just a fantastic role player for the Mustangs.
I mentioned that to Soup earlier in the week. Kid deserves more minutes.
I agree.
Makes both free throws to put Laurel Highlands on top by 2 at 11-9. Here's Benjamin floating it back up top to Cochran. Far side Jones, 3 on the way. Off the mark, and the Mustangs another rebound there from Vecchiola.
Yeah, and a good box out there by Vecchiola to get the rebound from Perkins.
Suchevitz on it right now. He had a wrist injury in the last game against Gateway, and he's going to draw a foul here on Jordan Benjamin. It'll be Benjamin's second personal.
Yeah, so now all of a sudden, 2 Tigers in foul trouble. You're going to have Stu Vance check back in. He's trying to plead his case with referee Chris Bonchowski, but I don't think he's going to win that one.
So Suchevitz for the year has just attempted 2 free throws for Laurel Highlands, 2 of 2. Mustangs by 2 here at 11-9. 1:25 left in the first. First of 2 here, no good.
I knew you were going to do that. That was your fault.
It was only attempted 2.
I know, but you did it. You put the jazz on him.
Yeah. Now Luca for a second of 2.
I was going to yell, don't do it, Brian, don't do it.
Yeah. Well, he makes the second, so he gets a point on the night early on here in the opening quarter, and the Mustangs go up 3 at 12-9. 1:21 left here in the first. Stuvans up top. Near side to Cochran. Stuvans, a little dump off of the foul line to Jair Bray, was triple team. Mustangs knocked it away. Could have been a foul, wasn't called. Laurel Highlands with a basketball back here in the Tiger zone, leading by 3. Koffler up top. Ethan holds. Off to Varney. Big guy thought about the three. We'll send it off to Jaden Ringer. Now Varney again. Going to show a little range. Ringer now pulls it back to Koffler. Mustangs slowing down the pace a bit here with 48 seconds left in the opening quarter. Koffler a little juggle, regain back to Suchovitz again. Vecchiola comes out, tries to set the screen. Ringer goes the other way and got blocked on the inside. Tigers find the loose ball. Look out here. Lamont Perkins coming back. Perkins comes far
Good
baseline.
block.
He got blocked by Varney. Ball deflects back out in front in the direction of Bray, and they finally get a make on about the third shot attempt on the possession, and it's Bray that scores his first 2 off the bench. Tigers back to within 1 at 12-11. Mustangs trying to break the press, and they get a great feed down low, and who else? It's Varney again. So Varney 6 off the bench here in the opening quarter, and Laurel Highlands a 14-11 lead over the Tigers with 10 seconds left here in the first.
What a great look by Vecchiola, though, to find him.
And here's Jones, the answer back 3 in the corner pocket to tie the game at 14. Mustangs can get the last shot at it, but Varney tried a little bounce pass out to Suchovitz, and he wasn't expecting it. And the ball goes out of bounds as time expires here after 1. So a back and forth opening quarter. Laurel Highlands and McKeesport tied at 14. We're back with a 2nd and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Chris Parker Jr., everybody's talking about Santa.
We hear it at Autoland Hyundai, too. Kids are waiting for Santa to come, and grown-ups want Santa, too. They want a new Santa Cruz, Hyundai's first all-wheel drive truck with 2.99% APR financing for 48 months. And the new 2023 Hyundai all-wheel drive Santa Fe with 0% financing for up to 60 months. Plus $1,000 Hyundai bonus cash with the 2023 Santa Fe SEL.
So Santa travels by sleigh, and you can get away no matter the snow. The all-wheel drive Hyundai Santa Fe and Santa Cruz.
We also have a great selection of roomy Hyundai Tucsons with 0% financing for 60 months on new 2024 Hyundai Tucsons.
Plus Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's Best Warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and 3-year, 36,000-mile complimentary maintenance with every new Hyundai purchase. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, or online at AutolandHyundai.com.
Happy holidays from all of us here at Autoland. And remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Start of the second quarter, the McKeesport Tigers and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs tied at 14. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanola, Billy Dice behind the camera, and our Facebook Live video stream, and Bill Madden back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. Day off for Nick this afternoon, Tony. He's out at the Steeler game.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
He got a little travel there.
Yep, on Aiden Black on his feet off to Ethan Koffler.
And they just drug that back foot. Got called for the turnover. Wow, Nicky, well, hopefully he doesn't get any rain down there. I don't think they're calling for it, so he likes punishment, huh?
Yes, he does.
Oof.
Stuvans in the backcourt. Mustangs show their full court pressure. Jones trying to get cross court near side, knocked away by Layton, but saved there by Cochran as the Tigers stay on it. Forward to Perkins. He'll drive on the inside, came up short, put it out the front of the rim, and the Mustangs pick up the rebound. Game still knotted up at 14. Mustangs kick it in the corner. 3 on the way. That's Luke Martin that just checked into the game, and Martin off the mark on that 3. He's been hot off the Mustang bench so far this season. Came in averaging 5.7 points a game. Tigers with it back on the other side. Jones in the corner, rotates up to the wing, floats it back high on the right to Stuvans. Back near side again to Cochran, and now Stuvans holds here between the circles. Fronted by Koffler, tried a hard feed on the inside that went off the hands of Bray, and out of bounds and back over to Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, not so sure. I think Aiden Black might have got a piece of that as it bounced off of Bray. So now Jaden Ringer's going to check back out.
And Ethan Koffler will send it in here for Laurel Highlands.
Kind of surprised that the McKeesport Tigers are dropping out of that full court press.
Yeah,
it was pretty effective,
I agree.
I don't kind of thought we'd see that all game, but
Layton setting the screen as Aiden Black floats it off to Koffler, resets up top. Suchovitz far side over to Martin, touching off to Aiden Black. Was looking for Layton and had it intercepted and knocked down, and then bringing it back through center is Perkins. And he draws the foul there for McKeesport.
It's going to be Aiden Black's second foul. So now all of a sudden, foul starting to mount up for the Mustangs and the McKeesport Tigers. You're going to have DJ Pratt check in Aiden Black's going to have to take a seat. 6:47 to go in the second. That could be huge.
Yeah, both Aiden and his brother Antoine, 2 apiece. Mustangs leading scorers so far, Brennan Varney with 6. Varney not even on the floor right now for Laurel Highlands. That ball tipped out on the far side off the Mustangs, and that will stay with the Tigers.
Yeah, Luke Martin got a piece of that one, knocked it out of bounds.
Here's Stuvans high on the right. Off to his left again to Cochran, and now Stuvans again. Those two playing catch outside the three-point arc. Stuvans kicking out Brian Jones for 3 in the lead. He has it. Second made 3 for Brian Jones, the 5'8 sophomore. Tigers on top by 3 at 17-14.
Now, a little bit of full court pressure, but not what we saw early on.
Mustangs send it back there to Martin. Kind of, I'm call a carry there?
No, I think they're going to call a foul. I think they're going to call a foul on Jair Bray.
You're right.
Yep.
Showing a little juggle there. I wasn't sure what he was initially signaling.
Yeah, he juggled a little bit, but then I think as Martin tried to make the move to the basket, once he controlled it, Bray kind of got in his way and get called for the foul.
Koffler coming near baseline, trying to float it out to Layton. Save there on the elbow. Sends it over to Suchovich. He's looking for the answer back 3. It's off the mark. Martin going for the rebound. Able to pull it down in the corner, but he's called for the travel.
Yeah, he just couldn't get his footing there. Just a little off balance whenever he went after that rebound. Just took one extra step.
So we have 6 minutes left until halftime. McKeesport, a 17-14 lead over Laurel Highlands. In fact, the only make on either side in the second quarter was the made 3 from Brian Jones. Cochran has it right now for the Tigers. He'll dump it down low, and Bray's shot was partially blocked, deflected out of bounds. Will stay with McKeesport here in the Laurel Highlands zone.
Layton with about his 3rd block of the game. Playing well defensively.
Yes.
The Mustangs doing a nice job trapping. Once that ball gets down into the lane, they're doing a nice job of slacking off and double teaming, making it difficult for McKeesport Tigers to get an easy layup underneath.
Stuvans now looking for the 3 near side. Came up short. Again, offensive rebound from Bray. He'll reload back to Perkins, who drives back to Bray. This time Bray able to get it to go. So a little 5-0 mini run here to start the second quarter for McKeesport. Tigers lead at 19-14. Koffler coming back between defenders, and he'll get the basket in 1. Ethan Koffler's first 2 of the game. Mustangs back to within 3, can make it a 2-point game here at the foul line.
Yeah, nice little scoop shot there, and that's going to be Bray's second foul as well. So now all of a sudden, you've got 3 McKeesport Tigers with 2 fouls.
Yeah, fouls adding up on both sides. Koffler headed to the free throw line. He's 14 of 19 so far this season, 74%.
You're going to have Aaron Reeder check in for Bray, who came off the bench for the Tigers. Now, like we said, he picks up his second foul, so I don't think we're going to see much of him. Keith Spell or Jordan Benjamin here in this first half.
So both teams' benches getting tested due to foul trouble here in the second quarter. Koffler's free throw on the way and good. So Ethan Koffler has Laurel Highlands back to within 2 at 19-17. 5:23 left until halftime. Stuvans trap gets out of it. Pulls it back there to Cochran. Sends it down near baseline. A little scoop shot attempt, no good there from Aaron Reeder. Kept alive on the far block for Perkins. He missed on the putback. 3rd attempt on the possession. Finally good for Perkins and the Tigers to go back up 4, 21-17. They force a turnover. Look out here. Stuvans coming back. Bounce pass off to his right, leaning and scoring. Lamont Perkins again. Perkins coming off that 21-point game against Bell Vernon, has 8 already. And the Tigers have their largest lead at 6 at 23-17. A little touch foul as Koffler brought it back through center. And he was bumped and fouled there by Perkins, and that's his second.
And that's his second is right. And really, Perkins, with that 6'3" frame underneath, he's just been able to dominate the boards under there with the lineup that the Mustangs had in there right now. And kind of Sevi Vecchiola doing a nice job, but just a little smaller than he is. And Perkins able to get a couple rebounds and put him back up. So now he's going to have to check back out.
And Koffler will send it in the backcourt to Aiden Black. 4:50 left until halftime. McKeesport a 23-17 lead over Laurel Highlands. Vecchiola trying to set the screen in the corner to Pratt. Back to Aiden Black. Holding there on the far wing in the Tigers zone. Now Aiden's going to float it up and get it to drop. A little teardrop there, Tony. So the Mustangs bringing Aiden back into the game with 2 personals.
Antoine as well.
Yes, and Antoine back in there as well. But Aiden with the make. Mustangs back to within 4. Floater down the lane. No good there for McKeesport's Cochran. Ball deflected out of bounds, but off of the Mustangs and out. Will stay with McKeesport here in the Laurel Highlands zone. Cochran came in averaging 12 points a game on the McKeesport side, and he's yet to score in this game.
They're going to take Antoine Black back out. Not going to understand that. He actually had pretty good defensive position. I thought he was going to try to take the charge, but with those 2 fouls, couldn't take a chance.
You have to be careful. You're down 4 if you're Laurel Highlands. Still a lot of time left. 4:20 left here in the second quarter. And hate to have one of those starters pick up a third personal foul here in the first half and really kind of hinder what you can do to start the third quarter.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, nice little run, and you're right back in this game.
Underneath, a little juggle regain there from Cochran. Kicks it back up top. Short on the three there is Aaron Reeder. Battle for the loose ball rebound, and Varney, a rejection there on Brian Jones. They still keep it alive. Another shot attempt, that time from Reeder. Wouldn't go. The Mustangs get a rebound, and this time break back with Ethan Koffler. His shot got partially blocked. Koffler gets his own rebound. He gets fouled going back up.
And Varney altered that shot last time on the backside against McKeesport's offense there. He's done a nice job. That foul is going to be called on number 2. It's going to be on Emmanuel Johnson, who checked in for the Tigers.
And Johnson just checking in for the first time in this game just due to the fact that the Tigers in some foul trouble. He's not even a part of their normal 8-player rotation. Koffler, first of 2 free throws, good. So 4 second quarter points for Ethan Koffler. Mustangs back to within 3 at 23-20.
Needs to make this so that the Mustangs can set up that full court press.
Second of 2 from Koffler, good again. Ethan's been solid at the free throw line, 3 of 3 today. Now Aiden Black, a little pressure there on Stuvance.
And Stuvance going to get called for the foul.
Stuvance is going to pick up the foul.
Yeah.
That was a little risque on Aiden's part there with 2 personals being aggressive, but it paid off. Just the first personal on Stuvance. And McKeesport over the limit already here in the second quarter, so Aiden will shoot a pair of free throws here for the Mustangs.
Well, we've seen, like I said, this press has been effective for the Mustangs, and it's forced a lot of turnovers. And
Rare missed free throw for Aiden, yep.
But, it's forced a lot of turnovers. McKeesport's had trouble with it, even with their starters in. So if I'm Coach Smith, I'm going to do this the rest of the game no matter what.
Aiden now a second of 2 with the Mustangs down 2 on the way, and again no good. Battle for the rebound. Mustangs found him, but Vecchiola missed on the putback attempt, and another foul called here off the rebound. This time it's going to go on the Laurel Highlands side. Might be on Vecchiola this time.
It is going to be on Vecchiola. That's going to be his second. So now all of a sudden, he's got 2 fouls.
Just the second team foul for Laurel Highlands here in the second quarter, so the Tigers won't shoot yet. Mustangs go back into their press, trying to force a turnover here on Brian Jones. He's able to swing it up and across, but a good little poke-aways. Turning it over there was Tristan Lawrence. Aiden Black comes back. That should have been goaltending. I thought it was going down there on the block attempt there from Cochran. Wasn't called. And now the Tigers break back. Here's Stuvance taking it to the rack, and he'll lay it up and in.
Yeah.
So Valdez Stuvance gets the second field goal of the game. Tigers go up 4, and we have a timeout. Taken by McKeesport. 3:20 left before halftime. Tigers 25, Mustangs 21. We're back at 60 here on the C.R. Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and
For
Tim
funeral
Witt.
services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family owned and operated by Rick Gates, former Brownsville resident and Guyville alumni, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers warmth, convenience, affordability, and ample parking. With a knowledgeable funeral director and compassionate staff, the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory are ready to assist you.
As we come back, Ethan Koffler a make for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs back to within 2 at 25-23. Now Stuvance trap close to over and back was not called. Could have been a travel there as well on Cochran, but they'll keep it alive. They'll swing out to Reeder on the far side. Now Reeder's going to take a long 2. It's out the back iron, no good to get an offensive rebound from Brian Jones. Resets to Reeder, comes far baseline. Kind of a circus shot attempt, just went into the hands of Brennan Varney for Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs break back. Here's Koffler floating it up. Couldn't get it to drop. Late in offensive rebound, got blocked going back up, and Stuvance just rips it away. Here's Valdez Stuvance coming back. He'll float it up, and a charge call there on Stuvance.
Wow. Risky play right there by Aiden Black, but able to draw the charge. So that's going to be Stuvance's second foul as well.
Player control foul, so the Mustangs won't shoot.
Yeah, risky play. And I'm interested to see what this lineup does here now, Brian, when you have Leighton and Varney both in at the same time. should be able to get some points underneath, and let's see what the Mustangs can do.
Now you have Stuvans on the bench. Jordan Benjamin back out there on the McKeesport side. Keith Spell also checking back in with 2 personal fouls. And this is probably the most amount of foul trouble, Tony, we've seen teams get in here early on collectively in the first half of a game that we've done so far this season. Aiden Black's pass intercepted there by Dominic Cochran. Cochran and Benjamin, 2 of the leading scorers on the McKeesport side, have yet to score here in this first half. They're both on the court right now with 2:05 left before halftime. Tigers lead it by 2 at 25-23. Benjamin has it right now. Back to Cochran between the circles. Now Benjamin again here on the near wing. Thought about the 3. We'll dump it off to Spell on the elbow. Spell pivoting up, now floating it up off the side of the rim. No good and in traffic. Varney, another rebound for Laurel Highlands.
And Varney again altered that shot. Went up and made Spell kind of floated over top of him.
Koffler bounces it back to Aiden Black. Touched off to Varney. Post up top. Good little feed off to Pratt, who scores to tie the game. So DJ Pratt off the Mustang bench has this game knotted up at 25 with 1:26 left until halftime.
Pratt,
Spell on the McKeesport side. Sent it off to Jones. Try to pass off to his right. It got deflected, and the Mustangs back on it to him. Here's Layton coming forward. He tried a cross-court pass. Got deflected off to Varney. Tried a no-look feed back to Layton, and it goes out of bounds and back over to the Tigers. End-to-end action with 1:10 left before halftime. Game knotted up at 25.
Varney should have taken that shot. He tried to dump it off and be unselfish. Should have taken that shot. Could have had a little finger roll and picked up the basket. Now again, full court pressure by the Mustangs.
Trying to force a turnover. Jones pulling it back. Benjamin bringing it across over to Spell. Spell left of the lane. His bounce pass was kicked off of Koffler. It was intended for Lamont Perkins on the far side, so we'll stay with the Tigers here in the Mustang zone with a minute left until halftime.
Yeah, and all good thoughts, but you got a couple guys in the way to make those passes.
Off the inbounds pass was intended for Spell. Got knocked down by Varney, and the Mustangs pick it up again with Ethan Koffler. So Koffler out of his own zone. Little ball fake over to Luke Martin here on the near side. Martin looking for his first points of the game. Mustangs send it around the arc again. We're knotted up at 25. Laurel Highlands probably would have taken this, Tony, coming into the game. Here's Aiden Black. Jumper from the elbow. Good. So Aiden Black, 4 here in the second, 6 for the game. Laurel Highlands now in the lead at 27-25. Tigers getting a little sloppy, but they're able to bring it across. Good feed off to Jones. 3 looking for the lead back. This one rattling out. Varney the rebound. Outlet pass forward to Koffler. Numbers here for the Mustangs. Koffler pulling up near elbow. Short on the jumper. Goes right to Luke Martin, who scores on the putback. So it's on cue there, Tone. Luke Martin makes his presence known. The Mustangs sophomore has Laurel Highlands up 4, 29-25. Under 10 seconds left here in the second quarter. Spell leaning and draws the foul there on Varney.
I don't know if they're going to call it on Varney or they're going to call it on Layton on the backside. I think they called it on.
They posted on Varney.
I'm sorry. I thought they were going to call it. Layton's not even in. I'm sorry. But maybe on Luke Martin on the backside? No.
They posted on Varney.
On Varney it is. Wow.
And Keith Spell will head to the foul line here for McKeesport. First of 2 free throws good for Spell. He has 5 here this afternoon. 4.8 seconds left until halftime. Laurel Highlands a 29-26 lead over McKeesport.
McKeesport now 2 for 5 from the foul line in this contest.
Spell second at 2 free throws. No good off the back iron. But the Tigers get an offensive rebound. And coming back inside is Cochran. He's going to draw another foul here on Varney, Tony.
And that's a big foul, too. Now you're going to have Layton check back in for the final 1.3 seconds.
Yeah, an opportunity to earn some points here with the clock not moving on the McKeesport side as well. There's Cochran looking for his first point of the night or the afternoon, but the free throw attempt is no good.
Cochran, you're right, came in averaging 12 points a game, but just unable to score. And really, as we said, McKeesport pretty stagnant on offense. I mean, outside of getting some rebounds and stuff and putbacks.
Not sure if rust is playing a factor or not. Cochran makes the second free throw. His first point here today. 1.3 left from three-quarter court. Pratt comes up short. We reached halftime, and Laurel Highlands sitting pretty with a 2-point lead over a pretty frisky Tigers team. Stay tuned for halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. It comes your way next. We're back in 4 minutes with the first half scoring recap here on WMBS, Triple Live High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799. Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joe B's Golf. That's where. Joe B's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Basin Boulevard. Joe B's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for 50 years. Joe B's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and it's a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality health care to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, the Mustangs a 29-27 halftime lead over the McKeesport Tigers. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanul. Again, our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Tony, is your halftime stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Tom?
All right, for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs in that first half, they were led by Ethan Koffler, who had 7 points. All of those were scored in the second quarter. Aiden Black had 6 points. Brennan Varney off the bench for 6 points. All of those came in the first quarter. 3 points by Antoine Black. 2 points from DJ Pratt. 2 points from Luke Martin. 2 points from Sevi Vecchiola. And 1 point from Luka Sucevic on a made free throw. They scored 14 in the first, 15 in the second for their total of 29. They were 7 for 10 from the foul line and did not make a three-pointer in that first half of action. For the McKeesport Tigers, they were led in that first half by Lamont Perkins, who had 7 points. Brian Jones off the bench with 2 made threes for 6 points. Keith Spell had 5 points for the Mustangs. 4 points scored by Valdez Stuvance and Lamont Perkins, and you had 1 point from Dominic Cochran. So 14 in the first, 13 in the second for their total of 27. They were 2 for 6 from the foul line, and they had 2 made threes, both of those coming from Brian Jones.
In our live video stream today, courtesy of Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair and M&R Transit, also on the South Union Township Sports Network, brought to you there by Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now part of U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. A reminder, high school basketball action returns to WMBS on Thursday. The Uniontown Red Raiders will be taking on the Downingtown Whippets at the CCBC Dome in Beaver County. We're on the air with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 5, opening tip set for 5:30. Here this afternoon, it's Laurel Highlands 29, McKeesport 27 at the break. Second half comes your way next in 4 minutes here on WMBS.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Ho, 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 you car gurus. John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President Award-winning Ford Uniontown.
Holiday Hobie Waddy.
Dom, we have more F-150s now than we've had in years. Let's get nut-rolled nuts and make some deals.
John, let's take up to $8,000 off any in-stock 2023 F-150, or how about $4,000 off and 2.9 financing for 72 months? Look, that's XLs, XLTs, Larry's. I'm talking all F-150s. We have 40 available, so don't delay.
Relax these Christmas deals.
Let's talk about the all-new 2023 Ford Escape. We have 20 available, and check out this deal. Up to $2,000 off and financing as low as 1.9 for 60 months and 3.9 for 72.
Dominic, those offers are as tasty as that Christmas roast beast. We are donating $100 for every sale the entire month of December to local charities.
Cheer up, dude. It's Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from your friends at 40 Uniontown. The Grumpy Green Guy knows, shouldn't you? That's 40 Uniontown, on top of the hill across from Applebee's, or 40uniontown.com. Prices include all factory incentives, must finance a Ford Motor Credit. Not all buyers will qualify.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your saving.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry would like to thank everyone who voted them Best Law Firm and Criminal Defense Attorney in the 2023 Best in Fayette contest. The T-Berry Law Office specializes in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. Make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their new website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
Houston Chiropractic Studio is the new chiropractic office in town. Located inside Spin Unlimited, just behind the Texas Roadhouse, Dr. Stephen Lint and Dr. Brooke Sova are well-versed in the latest chiropractic and soft tissue techniques to help you get out of pain and functioning at your best. Call 724-912-6505 or go online at www.bruceandwellness.com for more information or to schedule your appointment.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You've tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, ready to start the third quarter. The Mustangs a 29-27 halftime lead over the McKeesport Tigers. We've seen pretty balanced scoring, Tony, on both sides.
We have. We said it was going to be a pretty evenly matched game, and so far it has been, Brian. Right now, like I said, just both teams struggling with the press, but pretty good game so far on this Saturday afternoon before Christmas.
Tigers will work left to right as we describe it here in the third quarter as the inbounds pass goes into Jordan Benjamin looking for his first points of the game. Over to Spell. Move it around. Stu Vance to touch. Jones had it back inside Spell, and he'll finish there with a left hand. So Keith Spell now with 7. Tigers have tied this one up at 29. Just 15 seconds into this third quarter.
And nice move by Spell.
Aiden Black coming up. Pull up Jay from the foul line. No good. His brother Antoine fighting for the loose ball rebound there with Lamont Perkins. Should be a jump ball. It is. Mustangs get it here off the arrow.
Yeah, possession arrow to the Mustangs. All of a sudden, quick substitute. You're going to have Brian Jones come out for the Tigers. Dominique Cochran checking back in.
A little more size there from Cochran at 6'4". Koffler bounces in the corner to Layton. They'll swing it around the horn. Back up top, Ringer. Near side, Koffler will juggle, regains. Plays catch with Ringer. Koffler gets it again now. Ringer on the elbow now to Layton. Thought about the shot. Pulls it out. Koffler, open look for 3. Off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Won there by Perkins from McKeesport.
Yeah, Perkins just able to outleap Antoine Black for that rebound.
Perkins looking for operating room, and Antoine Black able to poke it away. Here's Antoine. Will hand off to brother Aiden, who'll lean on the inside and finish for the Mustangs. Aiden Black now with 8. Mustangs go back up 2 at 31-29.
Yeah, just good anticipation there by Antoine Black to expect that pass.
And Aiden Black a little poke away.
And again, got to be careful. 2 fouls, doesn't want to pick up that third one.
Both Antoine and Aiden out there with 2 personals, as probably about 10 other guys on both McKeesport and Laurel Highlands combined had a lot of fouls in that first half. Cochran a triggered back in here for the Tigers underneath the basket in their own zone. McKeesport down 2. Cochran trying to work out of the McKeesport zone. Mustangs, good pressure defense, able to bring it across though to Stu Vance. A bounce pass off to his left. Was it kicked? Tony Carter says yes, it was.
Yep. Both referees signaled that both Chris Bonchowski and Tony Carter. Kicked by Layton, so McKeesport to retain possession.
Jordan Benjamin to trigger it in right of the basket in the Mustang zone. Benjamin needs to hurry, floats it in the corner. Good little move around there from Perkins, and he'll send it down to Spell, and Spell able to finish again for McKeesport. Keith Spell, 4 here in the third, 9 for the game. We're knotted up at 31 with 6:35 left here in the third quarter.
That pass had some heat on it going from Perkins to Spell.
Aiden Black, edge of the zone, barks out of play. Fronted there by Perkins. Sends it off to his left again to Koffler. Watched by Stu Vance. Back to Antoine Black as the Mustangs rotate back up top. Layton to touch. Off to his right again to Jaden Ringer. To his left now to Koffler. Ringer trying to set the screen. He'll set up an open look for Aiden Black, who's able to rein in the 3. Aiden Black now in double figures with 11. He has 5 here in the third. And that puts Laurel Highlands up 3 at 34-31. Double team there is Cochran, but he finds the open man, Stu Vance. That was too easy. As Valdez Stu Vance lays it up and in. He is 2 in every quarter, 6 for the game. Tigers back to within 1, down 34-33.
Yeah, the Mustangs just trapping. Just forgot about Stu Vance on the backside, wide open for that easy layup and a nice look by Perkins to get it down there.
And Valdez's dad, Russell, former Pittsburgh Steeler, I think played, about 20 years ago or so, Tom?
Yep. I do remember him.
Antoine pulling it back up top to Ethan Koffler. 5:30 left here in the third quarter. Antoine Black on the near wing. Back up top to Aiden Black. Aiden driving. Might have been a little continuation there on the shot attempt. Close to a travel. Wasn't called. Couldn't get it to go, but the Mustangs keep it alive on the offensive glass.
Well, I think the ball was poked away a little bit, and he was kind of juggling it, but able to get it up.
Here's Jaden Ringer. Ringer driving. Pretty move in the finish. Jaden Ringer, his first 2 this afternoon. And Laurel Highlands back up 3 at 36-33. Perkins back through center. A little kick out here on the near side. Benjamin pulls it back. Hard feed from Cochran. Down underneath to Perkins. Battles. He gets another one to drop underneath. They're firing these passes, Tony, on the Tigers side.
No kidding, man. I'll tell you what. There's some heat on everything. Here's Koffler. Gets poked away there by Stu Vance.
They'll kick it out to Antoine Black. 3 ball off the mark. Rebound Tipped around, poked out, and saved there by Aiden Black. No look feed off to Layton. Comes free, far block, couldn't finish. Antoine tried to keep it alive, but ruled out of bounds off of Antoine and out. Tigers will get it back. They're down one at 36-35 with 4:33 left here in the third.
Yeah, Varney going to check back in for Layton. And again, the Mustangs trying to get a trap here on this full court pressure.
And they're going to get one here. Aiden Black forcing the turnover, pulls back Koffler. Had an open look, didn't take the three. Sends it over to Antoine. Kick back in the corner ringer. Pulled it back on the wing again there to Aiden Black, whose jumper comes up short, and the Tigers have a little operating room coming back, but a bit out of control there was Cochran, and then Antoine tried to swing it back. Koffler wasn't expecting the pass. Went off of Ethan and out. McKeesport will have the basketball after all of that, Tony. Here in the Laurel Highlands zone, down one at 36-35.
Yeah, Antoine Black, one of the cardinal sins, don't save it under somebody else's basket, but fortunately it was Ethan Koffler back there and not a McKeesport Tiger. They might have had an easy layup off of that save.
Cochran sent it into Jones, back to Stuvance between the circles. Now Jones again. Cochran in the corner. They'll send it back up top again as Stuvance gets another touch. Watch there by Aiden Black. Over to Jones, who's hit a couple of threes this afternoon. Play catch there with Cochran. Jones gets it back, and it's another one. So Brian Jones has hit a three in every quarter for McKeesport. He has 9 points. Now the Tigers go up two at 38-36.
Yep, all three made threes by Jones here for the McKeesport Tigers.
Antoine Black here on the near side. Pulls back to Jaden Ringer. And a little foul called here. It's going to be an illegal screen on the Laurel Highlands side.
That's going to be Antoine Black's third foul.
Coming here at the 3:39 mark of the third. Tigers get it back up two.
Now they're going to leave him in the game, and I don't blame him. He's smart enough to know he's got 3 fouls. Just can't pick up that fourth because right now it'd be pretty devastating for the Mustangs.
Now with Laurel Highlands trailing by 2. Cochran coming forward. Pulls it back to Perkins looking for the 3 ball off the mark. Spell backside rebound for the Tigers. Nice little bounce pass underneath this time. Jones getting a 2, not a 3, but it puts him in double figures with 11 after that make as the Tigers go up 4, 40-36. And Antoine Black gets fouled there in the backcourt. Got kind of tripped up there by Cochran.
Fortunately, I thought Black might have twisted his ankle there a little bit, but fortunately, no. Just kind of went down awkwardly.
Mustangs played safe now and put Martin in the game, replacing Black. Going to extend a little time there on Antoine.
Got a feeling he'll sit for the next 3:15 of this third quarter.
Koffler in the backcourt. He gets fouled there by Stuvance. Valdez is third.
Yep, now he's got 3. Let's see what Coach Blackwell does with him. Though he's used a lot of players off the bench. We've seen, probably about 9 players.
He said an 8-man rotation coming in. We've seen some other guys along the way as well, along with Emmanuel Johnson, who was not a part of that initial rotation. I think Tristan Lawrence checked into the game for a couple of minutes back in the second quarter as well.
Yeah.
Here's Koffler pulling it back to Aiden Black. Up top, Varney. Down low to Martin, who will drive and score. Luke Martin. 4 this afternoon for the sophomore Martin. Mustangs back to within 2, and they'll press again. Cochran in the backcourt. They force another turnover. Aiden finds it and lays it up and in, and we're tied. Aiden Black now 7 here in the third, 13 for the game. We're knotted up at 40, and they force another one. Koffler finds it. He'll float it up a miss. Battle for the rebound, and that one won down by Cochran off the board, but McKeesport getting sloppy, Tony, in their own zone.
Yes, they are. Just kind of bad passes.
Spell underneath. Thought he had an open look. He's going to pull it out. Jones looking for another 3, and he has it. Boy, is Brian Jones tough today. He has 8 here in the third, 14 for the game. He leads all scorers right now, and the Tigers back up 3 at 43-40.
We thought he was going to be a starter, but he's come off the bench. He's having a great game for the Tigers.
Came in only averaging 5 points a game. Aiden Black looking for an answer back far wing. Not going to find it this time, and it's Jones with a rebound for McKeesport. Off and across to Stuvance. Stuvance here on the near wing. He's double teamed back to Jones. Look out again. Jones this time on the 3-ball rattles out. Spell the offensive rebound. Scores on a putback and draws the foul in the process. Keith Spell.
Nice little move there by Spell. I actually thought that Luke Martin might have had him blocked out, but Spell just kind of weaved around him, picked up the rebound and put it back in and drew the foul on Luke Martin.
Now the official, Tony Carter, talking to both Dominique Cochran and Aiden Black on the far side. Not sure if those two are maybe getting a little chippy with one another. Nonetheless, the Tigers lead back up to 5 at 45-40. With 1:51 left here in the third quarter, and Keith Spell headed to the free throw line here for McKeesport.
Yeah, the Mustangs able to get a couple turnovers on that backside on the press.
Spell's free throw attempt no good. Brennan Varney The rebound there for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs now work out of their own zone. With Lucas Suchovitz. Off to Ethan Koffler. Koffler directs traffic. Fronted there by Stuvance. Near side to Luke Martin. Martin back to Koffler between the circles. Down to 90 seconds left here in the third quarter. Martin looking for the three from the near wing. Halfway down, spun out though. And Spell, the rebound from McKeesport. Off and across to Brian Jones. Back to Spell. That's a travel.
Just used that little stutter step there. Kind of tried to avoid the defender there and just shuffled his feet a little bit.
There's only one timeout taken in this game. That was by McKeesport. Mustangs still with their full complement of 5. Tigers with 4 remaining. If this remains tight, probably see a lot of them in the fourth quarter, you would think, Tom.
No doubt. No doubt.
1:13 left here in the third. Aiden Black will bring it across. Trying to spin off of Perkins. Perkins, good defense there. Black sends it out to Suchovitz. Deep three off the mark. Goes right to Brennan Varney. Missed on the putback. Vecchiola looking for a third attempt on the possession, and he couldn't get it to go. Varney trying to give the Mustangs another look. Trying to pull it back to Suchovitz. Is able to kind of tiptoe the baseline, but then throws it away. Into the hands of Perkins. Perkins coming back. He's out of control, and he'll be called for the travel. Suchovitz has kind of had a rough afternoon, Tony. Mentioned he had a wrist injury in the last game. He's been off the mark on those threes. Timeout here with 46 seconds left in the third. Tigers 45, Mustangs 40. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Final minute of this third quarter. Laurel Highlands with the basketball. Was coughing it up here at midcourt. Having a little collision. Actually, we're going to get a foul called here on the Mustangs, Tom.
Yeah, it's going to be on Luke Martin. He's going to pick up his second foul. And a rough pass to handle. Really tough pass to handle. Martin went after it and just bumped into Keith Spell and didn't move anywhere, but he picked up his second foul.
So Tigers by 5 with the basketball, and they'll kick it out to Jones again, who hits another three. Wow. So Brian Jones has hit 5 threes in this game, including 3 here in the third quarter. They force another turnover down low, and a foul called here off the drive from Dominique Cochran.
And they're going to have to be careful here. Aiden Black and Cochran, they were kind of lipping around there a little bit before. Now they're going to have to be careful. Aiden Black picks up his third foul. Got a feeling he's going to check out. Coach Smith going to give him a little chat.
Brian Jones, 17 points in this game for McKeesport. 5 made threes, and 1 made 2 underneath has been the difference. Tigers by 8. McKeesport led 29-27 at halftime. And now Cochran at the foul line. First of 2 here, good.
Cochran now 2 for 3 from the line here today for the Tigers.
Has not made a field goal in this game, Tony. Came in averaging 12 points a game.
Yeah.
It's only 2 points from the free throw line.
That's exactly right.
Cochran second of 2. Another miss this time at the foul line. But again, offensive rebound from Spell. Keith Spell trapped, and he's going to be called for the travel. Wow.
Spell kind of looks over. Coach Blackwell's got his hands over his face. Looked like he kind of trapped. I mean, I think Pat Lyon made the right call, to be honest with you. He tried to make a little move there, shuffled his feet.
Got to have it possession here for the Mustangs, down 9 late in the third. Ringer was looking there for Varney, got intercepted by Lamont Perkins. Perkins sending it forward, and Jones, a rare mistake tonight. Could not hang on the far side as he was getting ready to set for a 3.
I was going to say lucky didn't catch it because he would have had another 3 attempt, which right now he's got 5 made threes in this game.
11.1 left here in the third. Martin ascended in from that far corner, which could be a little dicey at times. High feed into Koffler, got deflected down, intercepted, and too easy there for Cochran on another make for the Tigers. And now have a double-digit lead at 51-40. Down to 2, down to 1. Vecchiola, 3 from the parking lot, no good. And McKeesport, a big surge to end that third quarter as the Tigers lead the Mustangs 51-40. We're headed to the fourth. We're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Let's face it, sometimes local is better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. But what about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Playho is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Playho today at 724-439-9700. Russ can help you with the protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary. Life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois, and American Heritage Life Insurance Company, Jacksonville, Florida.
I'm Bill Martin, and along with my partner, Trip Radcliffe, and Rob Harper, are attorneys at Radcliffe Martin Law. Our primary focus at Radcliffe Martin Law is representing people hurt in accidents. However, we handle workers' compensation claims, estate planning, real estate matters, and class actions. Radcliffe Martin Law is your hometown firm that offers conveniences not possible with Pittsburgh firms and provides better service than those firms. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorneys. 724-439-3939.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, the Mustangs, Tony, tough third quarter, outscored 24-11.
Yeah, they had some looks, just couldn't get some shots to go down, and really a couple turnovers on the backside too, and the McKeesport Tigers able to capitalize on some easy layups.
And the Tigers will get the basketball to start the fourth quarter as well, working left to right as we describe it. And Brian Jones leading the way from McKeesport with 17, including 5 made threes here this afternoon. Here's Jordan Benjamin sending it off, and now Jones has it again and circles here edge of the zone. Brian Jones flipping it off there again to Cochran. Cochran holding, looking for a little help. To get back in the corner again to Jones, dumping down to Spell, working here on Varney, and Varney a partial block. Spell gets it back. Varney deflects it away again. He finds the loose rock there for the Mustangs. Off and across to Aiden Black, kicking it out to Ringer. Back on the wing to Black. And his 3 attempt just wouldn't go down. Not a bad look.
No, not at all.
The Tigers another rebound. As Perkins breaks back, finds Spell for another quick 2. Keith Spell with 13, having a nice afternoon. That's the Tigers' lead right now at 53-40. Aiden Black, no look, flip off to brother Antoine, drives near baseline and scores. So Antoine coming back after missing the last 2 games with a flu. Has 5, he's battled some foul trouble tonight. Lead at 11 though for the Tigers at 53-42.
Yeah, his first point since the first quarter.
Spell again in traffic, this time he's fouled.
That's going to be a reach on Koffler. And again, Spell brought that ball down around his waist, let the Mustangs try to swat at it a little bit. But Koffler just hooked him a little bit too much and is going to pick up his first foul.
Now we'll send Keith Spell to the free throw line on the McKeesport side. Spell just 1 of 2 from the foul line in this game. Came in averaging 11 points a game. 6'2" senior forward. Misses on the first of 2 free throw attempts here for the Tigers. So 6:53 left in regulation. Mustangs have to get it going, Tom.
Going to have to get some turnovers, play some good defense, and make some shots.
Spell, second of 2 free throws, kind of short-armed it. Koffler had the rebound, another quick foul call.
Let's see who they're going to call this on. It's going to be on Spell. Probably frustrated he kind of short-armed both of those foul shots. So he's going to pick up his 3rd foul. He's done a nice job. He had 2 fouls early there in the second quarter, but that was the first foul since then.
It's the first foul the Tigers have committed, but they intercept the inbounds pass. They get a quick 2 from Lamont Perkins, but a technical foul call.
On Coach Blackwell, wow.
So going to count the basket. Had the technical foul after the make.
Oh, no, they're going to call that on Perkins for taunting. Wow. So Perkins going to pick up his 3rd foul. And the Mustangs, this could be big right now. I mean, if they count the made basket, they're up by 13. But the Mustangs are going to get 2 foul shots and the possession.
Correct. You have Koffler shooting them here for Laurel Highlands. 6:46 left in regulation, and Koffler short arms the first of 2 free throw attempts.
Koffler now 3 for 4 from the line here today. Came in shooting 74%.
Now he's second of 2 on the way and good. At least you earn a point from that technical foul.
Well, it'd be nice to hit a 3 here and kind of get back into this game a little bit.
Mustangs still down 12 at 55-43.
Well, the thing of it is they got to get a made basket because what's been successful for them has been their full court pressure.
You can't get a make, you can't get in the press.
Exactly right.
Koffler over to Aiden Black. Varney trying to set the screen. Aiden long 2 up top. Can get it to drop. Mustangs have gone cold here in the second half as well. A lot of those shots were dropping early on and driving back. Left-handed shot attempt, no good. Cochran. Foul called here off the rebound.
I think it's going to be on Bray, and that's going to be his third foul. Just kind of out of control there going after that rebound. Bodied up against Ethan Koffler. Now the McKeesport applying full court pressure.
Ringer into Antoine. Sending it ahead and across to Koffler. Numbers here for the Mustangs. Koffler's going to take it himself and finish. Ethan Koffler now in double figures with 10. Mustangs now down 10 at 55-45. They're back in their press. A broken across is Keith Spell. Spell drives far wing and in and gets another make for the Tigers. 15 this afternoon for Keith Spell. 57-45 McKeesport. Aiden Black comes back for the Mustangs. Miss on that drive and a rebound underneath. Pulled down by Bray. Try to set it off on the far side. Got deflected out of bounds off of Laurel Highlands going out. So we'll stay McKeesport basketball as the Tigers lead by 12 at 57-45 with 5:58 left here in regulation time.
Yeah, Aiden Black steaming along there. Went in for the layup. Just a little too strong off the board. And that would have been big there. But just couldn't get it to go.
Cochran into Benjamin. Back to Cochran again on the far side. Comes down the far baseline. Just takes it right to the rack and lays it up and in. Big time play there from Cochran. Increases the lead now to 14. Vecchiola back through center. Is that a travel? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So another turnover. McKeesport now.
This one's starting to get away from the Mustangs. We have a timeout, 5:43 left in regulation. Tigers 59, Mustangs 45. We're back at 60 on the C.R. Product Group High School Sports Night.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, the Mustangs trailing by 14, 59-45 with 5:43 left in regulation. Laurel Highlands off to a nice start tonight, Tony.
Well,
played well led in that first half.
Up by 2. Yeah, up by 2 at halftime and just only scoring 11 points in that third quarter. And right now, being outscored, 8-5.
They're outscored 24-11 in the third. And Jordan Benjamin for McKeesport. Front of there by Suchovitz. Bounces it off to Spell. Kick out Jones. He'll take another 3. It's good again. What an afternoon for Brian Jones. He's hit 6 threes. Has 20 points. And the lead at 62-45. I don't know if he's missed from the outside tonight.
One time.
He's 6 of 7.
Yep, one time.
From outside the three-point arc. Foul called here on Jordan Benjamin.
Yeah, he had that one kind of go in and out, but that's the only. He's 6 for 7 from threes.
He's stroking it well today for the McKeesport Tigers.
Layton going to check in for Varney.
What's interesting about Jones, they had him on the board as a starter, but he didn't actually start the game. It was Valdez Stuvance that got the start, but Jones leads all scorers with 20.
Well, you got to wonder if it was a disciplinary thing or what, but
I think it might have been a technical error just down at the scorer's table.
Well, it could have been, but put it this way, if it was disciplinary, whatever he did, it worked because Coach Blackwell got him fired up.
And there's a drive and a make from Antoine Black. Stuvance was actually the starter I was given yesterday when I talked to Troy Blackwell. Of course, we always confirmed down at the scorer's table, and they told us it was Jones that was starting today.
Right.
And on the inside, Benjamin getting fouled there on the McKeesport side with 4:56 left in regulation. Tigers lead by 15 at 62-47. This foul on the floor, so McKeesport will just trigger it in.
He called that on Leighton, I think. It is on Leighton. That's his second.
And Benjamin to send it in. Good feed to Spell, and another quick finish for Keith Spell. So Spell 6 here in the fourth, 17 for the game. Tigers lead by 17 at 64-47. Aiden Black coming back, slicing between defenders and scooping it up and in. Nice game for Aiden Black, above his season average of 13 coming in. He has 15. Mustangs trail by 15 at 64-49. Pull-up floater good for Dominic Cochran on the McKeesport side. 8 for Cochran, lead back up to 17 at 66-49. Little push call there on the far side, and Aiden Black tried to throw it up from three-quarter court and almost rattled it in.
Yeah, it's going to be called on. Pretty sure that's going to be on Brian Jones. It is.
Is that team foul 5?
Team foul 5, right.
Be 2 here at the line for Aiden. First of 2 free throws good for Aiden Black. Now 16 for Aiden Black. Mustangs still down with 4:28 left here in the fourth.
Jones checking out after that first foul. He said he's just been on fire. 20 points here today.
Second free throw no good. Stubans the rebound. 66-49. 4:20 left here in the fourth. It'll bounce pass underneath, and the and one for Lamont Perkins. 14 for Perkins.
Perkins has had a nice game.
And they've actually put that last make on the other side up late, so it's 66-50. They didn't post the initial made free throw on the other side. The 68-50, excuse me. They're a little running behind there underneath. And the free throw attempts. No good there from Perkins, but they get a little tip back in after their free throw miss. And that was Keith Spell.
Spell with his size. That's all it was. Just able to get position and go over top somebody, and there it is.
19 for Spell. Mustangs break back at a quick 2 from Shane Layton and a timeout. With 4:02 left here in the fourth, 70-50. The Tigers lead the Mustangs. Actually, might not have a timeout here. Well, moisture on the court. They're going to clean up the moisture. We'll take a quick 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, Tigers will trigger it in. Dominic Cochran will send it in. The lead at 18 for McKeesport at 70-52 as we go under 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Stubans, floater back, Cochran. Back through center, touch from Perkins. Trying to send it ahead on the near side to Benjamin, and a travel call.
Yeah, Benjamin just couldn't corral that pass and took a couple steps before he was able to put it on the ground. So a little turnover from the McKeesport Tigers. But the Mustangs running out of time here.
Koffler quickly across over to Antoine Black. Holds on the far wing. Vecchiola sets the screen. Floated back to Lukas Suchevitz. And now Layton. Layton on the inside. Floater out in front. Couldn't finish. Vecchiola battles for the rebound. Keeps it alive. Kicks out Antoine Black. His 3-ball attempt no good. Layton tries to keep it alive. Kind of got undercut underneath. They're still scrumming for the ball. And ruled. The battler still separating him down there, too.
Yeah, Layton went down pretty hard. I think you're going to see Varney check in for him.
Varney will come back in. Looks like it will be Laurel Highlands basketball.
Just making sure he's okay on the backside there. Kind of almost looked like he fell face first.
As he's coming off that ankle injury in the Connellsville game.
Right.
Last Tuesday, missed this Tuesday's game against TJ. Didn't start but played on Thursday against Gateway. Koffler, 3 from the far wing off the mark. Spell had the rebound, then had it taken away by Vecchiola. Flips it off to Varney, and Varney. Another finish. Brennan Varney now with 8, his first 2 since the opening quarter. And you're going to get a basket and 1 on the other side. Ring it up for Lamont Perkins. 16 for Perkins.
Perkins has had a nice game. He's a nice-looking player.
Yes. 6'3" sophomore forward, their leading scorer, coming in averaging 16 points a game, and he's right on that number now.
I'm laughing. You got Jordan Benjamin, who was trying to stay in the block there to try to get a rebound. Keith Spell said, "Nah, get out of the way. I'm here now." A little bit of size difference there. Jones 5'8" and Spell 6'2".
Perkins' free throw attempt is good. Tack another one on for him. 73-54. They get another quick steal and a floater good from Stuvance. Stuvance 2 in every quarter. He has 8. And the Tigers, strong second half, opening up this lead over Laurel Highlands at 75-54. Antoine Black fighting on the inside. Threw it up. Wasn't close there. And a travel called off the rebound there from Jordan Benjamin. So 2:53 left in regulation. Tigers 75. Mustangs 54. Take a quick 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500. When transferring your prescription.
Aiden Black missed a quick 3 as we come back, and then a little foul called there, Tony.
Foul on on Benjamin. That's going to be his 4th.
And Black at the free throw line makes the first of 2 free throw attempts here for the Mustangs. And Aiden Black with 17 points down on the Laurel Highlands side.
Black 2 for 5 from the line here today.
Now a second of 2 on the way, and this one rattled in for Aiden Black. Aaron Reeder back in on the McKeesport side. He'll replace Lamont Perkins. No, maybe not. It's going to be Stuvance checking out.
Yeah, Stuvance going to get a little rest. I got a feeling we're going to see some bench play from both teams here coming up.
75-56 Tigers. 2:40 left here in the fourth quarter. We'll have Steelers football for you next. Steelers taking on the Bengals. Pregame at 2:30. Kickoff at 4:30 this afternoon. Cochran on the outside, and they're going to get a foul going here on Aiden Black. He didn't like that call.
That's going to be his 4th foul. Interesting.
So the Mustangs with a loss will drop to 2-6. McKeesport with a win will improve to 2-3. And the Mustangs next in action on Thursday against Wickley Academy. Our next Mustang game here on WMBS next Saturday against Franklin Regional. First of 2 free throws here for Cochran on the way in good. Cochran with 9.
Cochran kind of came alive here in this second half. After only scoring 1 point in that first half.
Lead at 20. And now Cochran for a second of 2. It's on the way in good for Dominic Cochran. So Cochran in double figures now with 10. He'll check out, and Adrian Jones will see his first action of the night. 5'8" sophomore.
Kind of surprised that they're still full court pressing.
Up 21 with 2:27 to play.
Yeah, but again, as you said, and we've talked earlier, they really haven't played a lot, so I'm sure they need to work.
Antoine, good pass forward. Vecchiolo sent it down to Varney, and Brennan Varney now in double figures with 10 off the Mustang bench. Laurel Highlands still trails 77-58. 2:13 left here in the fourth.
Yeah, nice dish there by Vecchiola to find Varney. He drew the defender towards him, and Varney was wide open.
Back in the corner for McKeesport. Reeder misses on a 3. Vecchiola the rebound. Forward there to Pratt. Pratt on the regain, coming far wing, pulling up. Missed there on the jumper. Antoine trying to clean it up. Missed on the putback. Ball goes out of bounds. I think we'll have a little knockdown there.
I think Vecchiola got kind of got the worst of that deal. Fortunate he didn't pick up a foul. So you're going to have Luke Martin check in for Vecchiola.
With 1:53 left in regulation.
You're also going to have, is it Ante?
Ante Cochran.
Okay.
6-foot sophomore. Checking in on the McKeesport side. You know, the Tigers shooting a pair here on the other side.
I didn't know if that was a typo by you or not.
No, I think that's correct. First of 2 free throw attempts off the mark there from Brandon Thompson. Thompson, 6'1" senior forward. Off the McKeesport bench as their subs get some late action. After missing the first, he makes the second. gets into the scoring column this afternoon. 78-58 Tigers. 1:50 to play. Here's Ringer over to Pratt. Swung to Antoine. His three on the way. Good, Antoine Black. Mustangs love to get him going a little bit, Tone. Coming off that week of having the flu. He now has 10, 78-61, and Varney forces a turnover. Outlet pass forward here to Antoine again, and Antoine will race back, lay it up, a miss. Pratt the rebound. Kind of trapped, needs a little help. Gets there on the kick out to Martin. His three ball on the way, too strong off the back iron. Varney was going for the rebound, but it's the Tigers that control. With 1:19 to play, up 78-61, and a travel called on the far side there on McKeesport's Adrian Jones.
Yeah, that's only the second made three for the Mustangs here in this game. Both Aiden and Antoine have the made threes for the Mustangs. Now on the other side, you've got 6 made threes, and all of those by Brian Jones for the McKeesport Tigers.
Kind of similar game that we saw on Tuesday with Laurel Highlands playing a very tight first half with Thomas Jefferson. Did the same here with McKeesport. Actually led at halftime, but the Tigers just too much here in the second half. Mustangs cough it up again. Jones comes back. He gets fouled underneath. Silva pair of free throws with 1:04 to play. McKeesport 78, Laurel Highlands 61. We'll take another quick 30 here in the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When transferring your prescriptions, Peach & Pharmacy makes it quick and easy. Just bring your current prescription bottle into the pharmacy at Peach & Market in Connellsville or give us a call and we'll do the rest. It's that easy. You can also go online at peachandpharmacy.com. Plus, your caring Peach & Pharmacy pharmacist is always on hand to answer your healthcare questions or concerns. It's just like that. Quick and easy at Peach & Pharmacy.
Peach & Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Adrian Jones makes the first, and he makes the second as well. So 2 fourth-quarter points from McKeesport's Adrian Jones. It's 80-61 Tigers. Mustangs, a good little home run ball down to Luke Martin, and Martin able to finish. So Martin with 6 in this game. 80-63 McKeesport. 50 seconds left, and a little fumble out of bounds off the hands of Isaiah Brentley and out on the McKeesport side. So Laurel Highlands will get it back with 49 seconds left here in regulation time.
Yeah, and just that tough third quarter, Brian. I mean, they just really, when you only score 11, get outscored 24-11, put yourself in a deep hole for that fourth quarter.
Ringer off to Varney, a little short there on the jumper right of the lane. Rebound pulled down by Adrian Jones again on the McKeesport side. Jones coming back, will kick in the corner to Freeman, ball fake, reset back on the wing. Firing the three as Adrian Jones couldn't get it to go. Foul called off the rebound.
Brentley going to get in the scoring, well, not in the scoring column, but in the score book. Picks up his first foul.
The Mustangs will shoot 2 down on the other side with 29.9 left. Tigers 80, Mustangs 63. It's going to be Varney to shoot him.
Varney again, though, is giving Coach Smith some good minutes off of the bench. It's kind of interesting, like I said, I can't figure out why they don't put him and Leighton both in at the same time. Use a little size. You need that underneath the boards.
Good question for Coach Smith during our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. As Varney makes the first of 2 free throws. He has 11.
Varney 3 for 3 from the line here today.
He watches all the broadcast, Tone, so I'm sure he'll answer the question for you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Missed the second free throw, deflected out of bounds. With 26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lead at 16 for the Tigers at 80-64.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some size. I mean, obviously, McKeesport has some size on this team. And, when you have a couple big guys in there, it might make a little bit of a difference.
18 seconds left. Reeder dancing everywhere. And missing on the shot attempt. Goes out of bounds over to the Mustangs with 12.7 left. So McKeesport coming down to Fayette County today, snapping a 3-game losing streak. And they'll be playing at PPG Paints Arena coming up on Wednesday. Final 5 seconds here. A tough week continuing for the Mustangs. They've now lost 3 straight. That will count. A late make from Antoine Black on a 3-ball from the far corner to make the score a little closer. So your final will be McKeesport 80 and Laurel Highlands 67. Stay tuned for our postgame show being brought to you by Peach & Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peach & Market. We're back in 4 minutes with a scoring recap from Laurel Highlands High School here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Takes the facts. Fayette County's got it. Convenient and comfortable. Takes the facts. Anywhere in Fayette County, we'll get you there. Takes the facts. Safe and reliable. Takes the
shopping has begun. You know, the hustle and bustle of busy streets and parking lots. Wouldn't it be better if there were a bus shuttle service where you wouldn't have to worry about anything other than shopping and making sure you get everything on your list? Wait, there is! Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation has a free shuttle service from their transfer center every Monday through Friday. That's right, free! Just park your car at the transfer center from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. No headaches this holiday season. FACT also has public transportation service to Pittsburgh area malls and shopping plazas. All FACT buses are handicap accessible. For more information, visit factbus.com. Forget all the fuss and get on the bus.
Ride the FACT. Ride the FACT today. The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season. NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill and Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coating, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, the Mustangs falling to the McKeesport Tigers 80-67. In our postgame show being brought to you by Peach and Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peach and Market. Tony has your final scoring recap brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
Start out with the victorious McKeesport Tigers, as you said, who improved to 2-3 overall on the season. They were led today by Brian Jones, who came off the bench and scored 20. He had 6 made threes in the game. He was followed by Keith Spell, who had 19, 16 points from Lamont Perkins, 10 points from Dominique Cochran, 8 points from Valdez Stuvance. You had 4 points from Jair Bray off the bench, 2 from Nadrian Jones on 2 made foul shots, and a made foul shot from Brandon Thompson. They had 14 in the first, 13 in the second, 24 in the third, and 29 in the fourth for their total of 80. They had, 6 made threes, as we said, all of those by Brian Jones, and they were 10 for 21 from the foul line here today. For the Mustangs, they were led today by Aiden Black, who had 18. Antoine Black followed him with 13. Brennan Varney off the bench with 11. 6 points from Luke Martin. 10 points from Ethan Koffler. 1 from Luka Sucevic on a made free throw. Jaden Ringer had 2. Shane Layton had 2. Luke Martin 6. And Sevi Vecchiola with 2 points. They scored 14 in the first, 15 in the second, only 11 in the third, and 27 in the fourth for their total of 67. They had 3 made threes, 2 by Antoine Black, 1 by Aiden Black, and they were 12 for 18 from the foul line here today.
McKeesport 80, Laurel Highlands 67. Are back with a final word from Mustang Corral right after this.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Bruce Beard, located at 187A Connellsville Street, and available by phone at 724-417-4958, is here to meet your accounting, tax service, and real estate management needs. Call Bruce Beard at 724-417-4958. 724-417-4958. Good luck and best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from Bruce Beard.
Chris Parker Jr., everybody's talking about Santa.
We hear it at Autoland Hyundai, too. Kids are waiting for Santa to come, and grown-ups want Santa, too. They want a new Santa Cruz, Hyundai's first all-wheel drive truck with 2.99% APR financing for 48 months. And the new 2023 Hyundai all-wheel drive Santa Fe with 0% financing for up to 60 months. Plus $1,000 Hyundai bonus cash with the 2023 Santa Fe SEL.
So Santa travels by sleigh, and you can get away no matter the snow in the all-wheel drive Hyundai Santa Fe and Santa Cruz.
We also have a great selection of roomy Hyundai Tucsons with 0% financing for 60 months on new 2024 Hyundai Tucsons.
Plus Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's Best Warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and 3-year, 36,000-mile complimentary maintenance with every new Hyundai purchase. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, or online at AutolandHyundai.com.
Happy holidays from all of us here at Autoland. And remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
I'm Bill Martin, and along with my partner Trip Radcliffe and Rob Harper are attorneys at Radcliffe Martin Law. Our primary focus at Radcliffe Martin Law is representing people hurt in accidents. However, we handle workers' compensation claims, estate planning, real estate matters, and class actions. Radcliffe Martin Law is your hometown firm that offers conveniences not possible with Pittsburgh firms and provides better service than those firms. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorneys. 724-439-39.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your savings.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
Back here wrapping things up from Laurel Highlands High School. The Mustangs falling 80-67 to the McKeesport Tigers. Tigers with the win, improved to 2-3 overall. Mustangs with a loss dropped to 2-6, third straight loss for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. The McKeesport Tigers snapping a 3-game losing streak. Up next for Laurel Highlands, they'll take on Sewickley Academy at North Allegheny High School coming up on Thursday. Our next Mustang game comes your way next Saturday when Laurel Highlands will be taking on Franklin Regional. Our next broadcast of high school basketball is Thursday at Uniontown and Downingtown. 5:30 start from the CCBC Dome, Tony.
Should be a good one, Brian. Looking forward to that. As we were speaking during the break, we get to make a couple trips to Beaver Falls coming up. So
yes.
Yeah.
Should be a lot of fun.
Should be fun.
Enjoyed my Festivus afternoon with you. I know you don't celebrate. Steve Superick does. That's why he's not here today. he's airing his grievances, and you know Steve always has grievances to air.
No, not him. Soup doesn't have any grievances,
yes.
Heck. No, just wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and hope Santa treats everybody good.
And if you get an opportunity, log on to the WMBS Facebook page if you're not there and check out Tony's Christmas sweater. He was very festive this afternoon. Billy was trying to get us all to wear Christmas sweaters. I didn't have a tie, maybe next year.
I did as good as I can do.
Yeah.
Actually, I stole this off my son, so
Okay.
I got to give him credit for that. But it's it was fun. I had to surprise you and Billy a little bit,
Yes.
make sure that you got to see it. So
I enjoyed it. And again, check out the Facebook page for that. Billy Dice doing a great job behind the camera. Bill Madden, yeoman's job back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios, filling in for Nick Barczyk on this Saturday afternoon as well. Fun as always. Hope everybody enjoys the holiday season. We'll see you again next Thursday for Uniontown and Downingtown. Enjoyed it, Tone.
Same here, Brian, and Merry Christmas to everybody.
Again, for Tony Hanula, Billy Dice, and Bill Madden, this is Brian Morozek saying have yourselves a pleasant afternoon. Again, your final score, McKeesport 80 and Laurel Highlands 67. So long, everybody, from Laurel Highlands High School.